Welcome to Big Hoss's Tailgate.
That was a weak clap, but anyway. Welcome back. It's been a while to Big Hoss's Tailgate. I'm with Alyssa Maurer, stand-up comedian, photographer, welder. I don't know. You do everything. I don't know what to put you under. You're like Tom Cruise.
Hi, I'm Alyssa Maurer. I do everything. Apparently, not really.
I get those out of frame.
So it's welder, photographer, professor, photographer, welder. Yeah, I get mixed up. We'll just go with that.
Yeah, I'm like just everything. Everything just, I was like, I'm just going to put in the podcast, like Alyssa Maurer, she does everything, and then the pod.
Yeah, my normal motto is if you have a check, I have a talent.
That's fair. I mean, that's true. I'll do almost anything. If someone hands me money and they're like, can you do this? Yes.
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 The correct answer is yes. You got money?
I'll take a shot. Why not?
Yeah, that's normally how I get into a lot of the fiascos. It's like, hey, you think you can do this? I'm like, might as well give it a shot.
Yeah, I'm like, I ain't got nothing else to do. Why not? I'll do it. Why not? I'm here.
Like, what's going to happen? It just gets worse. Then I have an even bigger problem that I have to solve. Great. I'm going to learn something.
Yeah, regardless, there's going to be a cool story involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would get in trouble in Nashville a lot because I would just say yes to everything.
Oh, no.
Yeah, like they'd be like, you want shots? Yeah. And then I don't remember the rest of the story. It's just that remember, and then it's a blur from there.
You went down Bourbon Street.
Then you wake up and you're at your hotel. You're like, how did I get here? And why is my heart racing?
Oh, so whenever you black out, do you get like the heart palpitations?
I was drinking double vodka Red Bulls that night.
Oh, that'll do it.
Like that was the only drink I had. And I'm just sucking them down like nothing. I'm like, I'm 25. That's the time to do it in.
Yeah.
In my 40s, I'll pay for it. I think.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Or you just won't get to your 40s. It just detracted from your life.
Yeah. Now I can't drink anymore. Like,
no.
Anytime I try to drink, like it doesn't go. It goes very badly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like either hammered in 2 drinks or whatever.
So you're still 25, right?
No, 33.
33. Okay. So I don't know if you've had this thing where like there's a variability depending on what type of alcohol you drink, but it can be like a one and done situation, or you have to have like 5 of them, and it's not the bartender pouring them or like miss pours or anything like that. It is literally just one drink.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what mine was. Mine was the big margaritas, Tequila Cowboy. I didn't have just one. I'd have like 3.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah, and everybody's just like, "Are you okay?" And like, we can't give you another one. My buddy goes, "He's had 3 Jack and Cokes before the 3 tequilas." And I would be, yeah. I did some damage during COVID.
I don't know how you could do that. I applaud it.
I think I paid for like a lot of Christmases for the bartenders at Tequila Cowboy.
I'll let them know. I know them. We're like, hey, you guys remember Haas? He paid for your kid's vacation.
Yeah, basically. Like, just be buying these big margaritas. I'd walk around just pinky out. And just be sipping them and stuff.
Do you ever do the thing where you just line them up and like they're all full and then they'll get watered down as you go down, but if you drink them fast enough, they don't get watered down?
Oh, no, I drink them fast.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not letting this, no. The worst, though, is when, like, you got the good balance and someone bumps into you, and then everybody looks at you like, buddy, you bumped into me. I know I'm hammered, but I know I was on balance. You weren't.
You're a little off your sticky stick there.
Yeah, because I was like, I've been in the game a while. I know how to do the walk.
Yeah.
I know how to do my leans right. I'm good.
Yeah.
Now it's like I feel like I'm out of the game.
Do you want to get back into the game, or do you think that you're done?
I'm hurting too much if I do. That's what I have a concert to go to tomorrow, and I'm kind of like,
dude, if you go to a concert in your 30s, I will say this: you know that Tiger Bomb stuff?
No, what's that?
You don't know Tiger Bomb? Okay, Tiger Bomb is the stuff that like a lot of like boxers and people use on their knuckles, so it numbs it. It's kind of like lidocaine, but it smells good and it numbs everything. So a little balm thing of that. It fits in your back pocket, super easy. Nobody says anything, and then you just take a bunch of like little individually wrapped like Adderall or not Adderall, sorry, Aleve. Got my A's mixed up there. My bad. Just take a bunch of.
Yeah,
I don't
just
know
be
what-
like, yeah,
you know
this
what?
show is awesome.
You're just gonna mix all your pills at this one show.
You're just sitting there going, wow.
You're gonna come back after the show tomorrow, having mixed everything. You're like, I'm back in the game.
Everything's on the table at this point. Let's line them up. Like, oh man, yeah, I'm gonna go see Co Wetzel tomorrow.
Who's that?
He's like a Texas rock country artist, like
Nice.
Southern rock, I guess.
Nice.
I don't know. It's like emo stuff, but it's like with an edge.
Emo stuff with an edge.
Yeah.
I thought that's the whole point of emo is that they have edges
Yeah, I'm like trying to think.
cut themselves.
I'm trying to think how to describe. I don't know how to describe it because it's like it's considered country, but it's not.
Okay.
Like he's like, no, I haven't made country yet. It's like, no, this one.
Okay.
Like I don't know.
But going into it sounded like Radiohead or like something else. So that's
Yeah, but it's like Texas, and I'm like, all right, I don't know what part of Texas this is, but I'm going. Like
Yeah.
this looks fun.
Yeah.
But then I heard wild party stories from like I heard he was on this like there was a guy on a podcast and he's like I drank with him and he goes he was crawling down the middle of the road, like into traffic, like insane. Like got us kicked out of the strip club. I was like, geez, like I kind of want to hang with the guy, but I'm also scared to hang with the guy.
No, you need to hang with the guy.
Yeah,
He was probably on all fours because he was trying to lead you on a side quest.
that's true. Those people, there are the people that do that. You're like, I am going on a side quest. I just don't know if I want to. What's the difficulty level of this quest?
I don't know. You're gonna have to pop 2 more leave to find out.
Yeah, leave. Yeah, you're like, well, I don't know if I want to know what's going on at the other end of this road.
Gotta crawl to get to it. That's gonna be hilarious.
I've done that in Pittsburgh one night. I was like, I'm just gonna go see like, I'm just gonna go out and just keep drinking until the sun comes up.
All right.
I didn't stop till 7 a.m. and that's when I started to kind of sober up. And I was like, where am I at?
You've done that in Pittsburgh?
Oh yeah, I went to a place that was like an after hours place, and I was just like, I used to tell my friends, I was like, dude, it was like an eyes wide shut party. It was just wild stuff happening. And he's like,
That sounds like Hot Mass.
everybody kept saying that's where it was. I had no idea.
Yeah, that's either a Hot Mass. You didn't see any peanut
Uber-
eyes, did you? Yeah, that wasn't lucky, so it was Hot Mass.
Yeah, the Uber driver was just like, man, I know a place that's open. I was like, all right, man, let's go. And he's just like, all right. I was like, that's not cool. Like, don't do that to me when I'm hammered at 4 in the morning.
Dude, they've done that to me before. Back whenever the gallery was still a thing. I don't know if you remember that. In Pittsburgh, it was. So the fun part about Point Park is if you've been around long enough. So right beside it is a correctional facility, right?
Yeah.
Or it's a rehoming facility. It's someplace where people go like where they can't because they're in recovery. But around the corner from Point Park used to be an underground rave.
Oh. I remember there was one in Southside. I think it was called The Basement. I think it's closed now.
I don't know about the.
I think it was right by Domino's. Like, you know where Domino's is? There was that bar that looked like a courthouse.
Yes.
Like, there was one that went down in.
Okay.
I remember walking in there, like, when I was, like, 22 and being like, I don't know where I'm at, and just walked out.
Did you hear the and you're like, no.
Yeah, because I did all my partying in Washington.
Okay.
So I was like, when I came up here, I was like, I'm scared. But I would just go venture into rooms and be like, what's happening? All right.
You just shuffle back.
Yeah,
Just
so-
like, fuck.
Everybody be like, that's a cop, 100%. I'm like, I've always had cop vibes. Just
Andy-
because I was
Andy
like,
poking around a corner, not for me, and then everyone's thinking, fuck.
yeah,
hide
I
the
don't care
drugs.
what you do. I just wanted to see what was going on.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's beyond my party limits. I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, I've been there. I mean, the party scene in Pittsburgh, I don't think it's nearly as. But back to the Uber driver just dropping you off randomly.
Yeah.
There was a guy at a bar I was with somebody from one of my coworkers, and we were down like on the other side of the city. And like he's like, I kind of want to go party, and I was like, yeah, me too. Let's go party. And like the guy beside us is like, oh, you guys want to go party? And we're like, yeah. This motherfucker walked us across the entire city to get to the gallery that night. And at first I thought like we might die, Travis. And he's just like, no, just let him get us there, and then we'll see if we like it or not. I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah, I've done that many times where you just meet a stranger in Pittsburgh on a night out, and you're going, all right, sir, I'm going to follow you tonight. I don't know who you are. But I'm just going to nod and say, yeah.
I'm going to put my life in your hands for this party.
I might have to defend you tonight. Depending on the situation, I might not. Like, good chance I'm probably not going to. But I got to see if I'm going to defend this guy later. Because at some point, he's going to do something. I'm going to be like, all right, I'm just going to sneak out the back here.
Yeah, yeah.
I've done that many times.
Best to stay strangers.
Yeah, I don't know how many times I've probably, like, ducked out of a situation where something popped off later. You just feel like the vibe changed in the room. You're like, uh-oh, tensions are rising for some reason.
It's time to leave.
That guy's had too many shots. He's already given that one guy that look way too hard. I'm like, he's either going to kiss him or he's going to punch him.
Would you have stayed if they had just kissed?
I might have given him more open invite. Like, okay, like, I don't know what's happening here, but all right, cool.
Can you be?
Yeah. I was like, as long as no one's making the move, I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the punch, I knew the punch was coming. Like
Yeah.
the punch is a way different energy. It's like aggressive.
Very tense.
Yeah. Yeah, the other one's more just tense, but like, what's going to happen here?
Have you ever had like a bar fight?
No.
Like, have you ever witnessed one or been a part of one?
No, I've like watched like scuffles happen, but it's always just like two guys scuffling. I've never seen a full on like full brawl like they show in movies and stuff.
Yeah, where everybody
never
just
as
like
fun.
lets loose.
Yeah, I kind of want to see that one.
I want to see that one too.
I just know someone's going to be gunning for me though, and I'm like, man, I didn't do nothing. I'm just chilling here.
Like, you just went for the biggest dude because you want to feel tough. That's all that
Yeah,
is.
do you hit, and you're like, oh man, I hit a pillow. It's just a soft pillow. It's like punching a teddy bear, man. Like I think I killed it. That's what it's gonna be like. I'm like, oh. So I got to
Just
toughen
shuffle
up.
back just a little bit. Like, here comes the rebound.
So I got to start toughening up. I got to start lifting up, like lifting weights again, and get out. I don't know what it is. I haven't wanting to leave.
The house.
Yeah, like I'm just like, oh, I'm cool chilling here.
Then don't.
Like I'm comfortable and stuff, but then it's like, I need to go out. I need to go to open mics. I need to associate with people.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. No, I feel like everybody goes through those types of phases. And
Yeah.
you just need to self-isolate a little bit. Like, well, there's the healthy self-isolate, I feel like, and then there's the, oh, fuck, I'm depressed, self-isolate.
Would watching X-Men 97 and eating cereal be the bad one?
Oh, no.
I just had a bowl of Lucky Charms before you got here. I'm not even upset about it. It was delicious. I haven't had Lucky Charms in a while.
And
I
you're
was like,
watching X-Men, so you're definitely not, like, you're definitely having a good time.
yeah, I'm having diversity in it because like it's of all different teams. So it's like I'm associating with different characters. Wolverine's my boy though.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've been wanting to get a Wolverine tattoo. I just haven't done it yet.
All right. I have a guy that can do that for you.
Yeah, it's hard to commit to it because it's like, what if I don't like the pose? Like, what if I didn't like it?
It's still Wolverine, though.
Yeah. I already have the game pre-ordered and everything. It's bad. Like,
Wait, so there's a new Wolverine game coming out?
oh yeah,
didn't know.
it reminds me of like, did you remember the one when Hugh Jackman, like the first movie came out?
Yes. Yeah.
And he went like super hardcore, and everybody
Yeah.
was like, the game's better than the movie because the movie sucks. It's like that, but with new graphics. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just like, I'm gonna unleash so much rage in the digital format. Like I'll probably be mellow again and like, okay, people are good. Right now I'm at that point where people are terrible.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm right there with you. I've had so many bad experiences since I've gotten back into the scene in Pittsburgh, and like after the art residency trip, I was like, why is it so fucking loud? Because like I was in the middle of the French countryside for 3 weeks, quiet, the most quiet, serene place I've ever been. And then whenever I came back into Pittsburgh, my best friend picked me up from the airport, and he was drinking and driving, and immediately took me to a bar. And I was like, hey, this fucking sucks, dude. I want to go back.
I don't know if everyone's just on edge and just everyone's feeling the same way, because I'm just like, what is going on? Like, everybody's so aggressive for no reason here.
Yep.
Like, slow down, chill.
It might be the water. I don't know.
I think it's that makes sense. They're
Yeah.
putting chemicals in the water and making everybody all angry.
Yeah, that's why we all just need to start drinking like Mountain Dew Code Red.
Yeah, it's. I miss Code Red. I miss it so much. I haven't had Code Red in forever. That was like my go-to, like right when I graduated high school, like college. I would just pound Code Red every day. That was my Monster energies.
Dude, it was Code Red and Halo and Call of Duty.
I want to play Call of Duty so bad, but
I
it's so
don't.
annoying anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
I bought the old ones. They put Black Ops back. I was like, yep.
Really?
Oh yeah. I was like, I'm replaying the story. I was like, I love this game.
Yeah. If you want another throwback, the RuneScape, like the original beta, they re-released it.
See, I didn't play RuneScape, but I had a bunch of people in school that I knew that did, and they would always like do RuneScape references, and I'd just be like,
Really, that's cool, dude.
yeah, I have no idea. I had no idea what the game looked like. I was like, in my head, the game looked way cooler. Then when I saw the game itself, I was like,
This is lame.
what the fuck you guys were hyping up? This game sucks. Like, I at least was playing like PS2 games like Ratchet and Clank.
Dude,
those were fun.
Don't even get me started on Ratchet and Clank, man.
I had to explain that to somebody the other day. I was like, do you know Ratchet and Clank?
You had to explain Ratchet and Clank to somebody?
They had a PlayStation 2 and they didn't know who it was. It was like, when I said Ratchet and Clank, that should have just right there triggered a memory for you. It didn't.
Jack and Daxter, Sly Cooper, like the fuck?
I didn't play the first Jack and Dexter. I played Jack 2, and I was like, oh, this game. It was GTA for kids.
Yeah.
You could steal hover cars and
You could
shit.
do all kinds. Oh yeah, and it was cool that like whenever you got him to like have the dark skin or whatever.
Oh yeah, you freak out and shit.
Yeah, yeah. That was, so I started Kingdom Hearts franchise. I started off on the second one, and then I remember going back to the first one and just being like, "Man, this shit sucks."
Yeah, because it was like supposed to be more of a kid game, and like it just blew up in fans. I don't know how. I remember playing the second one. The second one was like, this game is fun. I bought the third one, and now they're putting a fourth one out.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a third. The third one's on PS4, I think.
Okay.
You could still probably play it now.
Yeah, I need to get all of my stuff back. Like on my, I need to get a gaming computer so I can actually play video games.
Yeah.
It's like my shit was. I was a big World of Warcraft person for the longest fucking time. And then I realized how much money I was fucking sinking into that fucking game, and I would just lock myself in the basement to play it constantly. So whenever I got out of that, then I moved on to like console games, and I remember playing Overwatch in front of all my friends, and then they were like, "Oh my gosh, you might actually be good at this." I became Grandmaster Farah, I think within 6 months of it first releasing. And then somebody like pulled me and was like, "Hey, do you like League of Legends?" I was like, I don't know. I've never played it, dude. I got roped into that, and I hated myself for the longest period of time.
I've been playing Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk. What is that?
It's like a Dungeons and Dragons game,
Okay.
but they made it into like a first-person open world like RPG. And there's so many different choices, so many different missions, side stories, and like the world's actually really fleshed out because it's based off of like a Dungeons and Dragons type game. But it's like set in an alternate future where like corporations run everything and like people have like cybernetic upgrades. It is trippy. It's super dark, but I love it.
That sounds like that would be a lot of fun. I got to get into Cyberpunk. I might write that down.
Oh yeah, like it's one of those. And I guess when the game came out first, it was dog shit. Like it was broken and stuff.
Kind of like what is it? No Man's Sky. Or
Yeah,
something
it was
like
kind of
that?
like that.
Okay.
And then like they said we are determined to make this game work. So they kept working on it like slowly and stuff. Then they went and released a Netflix anime series. And that story blew it up, and then people went back to the game, and then they realized, oh shit, everything's fixed.
Oh, really?
And then they dropped new DLC for it and basically brought the game back.
That's cool.
So like people now are like, I'm a dedicated fan. I hated this game. Now I love it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've like beaten it already. I'm like almost beaten it on one playthrough, started a new one, and now I'm having so much fun like just creating this like character and like different choices you make.
All right. Oh yeah, have to check that out. I'm gonna have to get back into video games, but I'm gonna have to check that out.
Oh yeah, and then there's like upgrades and stuff, and you can do like I'll lose like a whole evening to it, and was like I didn't do anything today. I am ashamed. Like, and my buddy's like, man, you need to come out more. I'm like,
no, you don't have to, dude. It's not that. It's not. I mean, definitely go out and get some sun.
yeah,
That's important.
I do get to chill on my porch. The porch is dope.
Oh, all right. I didn't know there was a porch. Is that like a walking pad?
Oh yeah,
So you have an exercise machine. You have access to the. No, you're fine.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I could just stay here forever and be completely content with it.
well, I don't know about that. Like forever. Have you seen Bo Burnham's inside? It's not that fun.
Yeah, I need to watch that.
You haven't seen it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
I know. I've seen like his songs and stuff. I just never seen that.
Yeah, like I think that in terms of wanting something that's completely different from a regular like stand up, and then taking it into COVID times, the dark times, and just basing it out of your house and expecting to do all of this production value, but doing your best it's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out. Is it on like Amazon or HBO?
I think that all of Bo's stuff is on Netflix, if I'm remembering correctly.
I do have Netflix.
Ah.
I just watched that show Lanterns that came out.
I don't watch shows, dude.
Oh, this is like a True Detective type thing.
Oh, like a Maltese Falcon?
No, did you ever see True Detective?
Oh, no.
Oh, so the season 1 is the best. It's worth watching because it's Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson.
Oh, fuck
And they
yeah.
play detectives trying to solve this serial killer case, and the case takes like 30 years for them to solve. So like you see them get older, and like you see what happens in their lives, and like McConaughey's like undercover, like pretend to be a drug dealer, and he's like smoking. That's where that meme comes from, him smoking the cig.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Or like when he's sitting there and he's got the big handlebar mustache and his hair growing out, like
Yeah.
that's them in the future.
So that's True Detectives?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, the first season, great. And then every season's different. So I'm like, I can watch this because it's just like, it's kind of like, I don't need to be like, oh, there's a big cliffhanger and I don't know what happened. Like, it has an ending. I'm becoming more of a fan of that when things have an end.
Yes.
Because I've seen too many sequels. I'm like, oof, this is bad. Fast and Furious got me.
I just watched pretty much all of it. I was hanging out I was hanging out with a guy for a little bit. Still kind of am, but like whenever his internet went out, and like this is when we first like started like really hanging out. So I came over to his place the one time. He's like, "Guess it's just gonna be Fast and Furious. Where do you want to start?" And I was like, "I haven't watched them all the way through." He's like, "Oh, you have to watch them all the way through."
So you start at 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to see the very quick downgrade, and then all of a sudden it gets kind of good.
Yep.
And then it's starting to go down again.
Yep. That's what we got to Tokyo Drift, and I was like, oh, this is the one that like was going off for a while. I was like, this kind of like seems like Bring It On 2.
Yeah, it was definitely like it was definitely a direct to DVD or like low budget version of Fast and the Furious. But then like everybody got kind of hyped, and then it like did nothing, and then they did a kind of a reboot something.
Can we just talk about the slut at the beginning of Tokyo Drift for a second?
Oh yeah.
Like the two guys are driving, like just to get in her pants. I'm like, dude, you don't have to risk your life. Like you could have just like walked out.
Yeah, I'm like, first of all, if I'm a guy and I'm like, you're asking that much of me, I feel really bad because there's sometimes where like somebody's like, just they'll ask something, and you're like, that much? Really? That's what you're asking?
Did that goes through your head?
Sometimes.
Wow.
Depends on what it is.
This is why I'm never dating men ever again. Because like I know for a fact that like, so the drag racing, yes, absolutely, that's way too much. We can agree on that.
Right.
But like, hey, can you I'm trying to think of something that I'd be like inclined to say. Like, hey, can you drop me off at work and then pick me back up again?
I could do that.
Okay.
That's easy.
That's not too much.
That's not too much.
Okay. What about an oil change?
I go to the store myself, so that's I'm one of those like, do you want me to pay for the oil change, or do you want me to go get it done? I can do that.
All right, gotcha. Because I was just thinking about this.
It could be
taken.
taken. It could be handled.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But what's yours like? Yeah, that's too much.
Well, like okay, like I'll see like girls like on like Hinge and stuff, and they'll have a picture on like the Great Wall of China. I'm like, too much. Too much.
No, that's a walking.
Not
sport.
that I don't want to go to the Great Wall of China. I just know that you're gonna expect that of me. Like once you've done all that and you try to like, now I'm ready to settle down. I feel like you're gonna constantly try to get me to go on a cruise to Italy.
What?
And I'm just like, I can't. Like a part of me is like, that's not in my budget right now. Like I can't go to Disney World any other weekend.
Ew, Disney World.
Yeah.
See, that would be my like. You're asking too much.
Yeah.
Like if you tell me that we're going to Disney World, I'm like, the fuck we are.
I'll take a week. I'm down for a week because I could have fun. I watch Disney movies. I like that shit. I can play along. That's fine. But like, if it's gonna be weird Disney World where you're stalking characters and stuff, I ain't doing that. You're asking too much of me.
Oh, but like super obsessed with Disney.
Yeah.
And, like, Disney adult.
Yeah. I.
No, I'd push them off the ride.
Here's where I drew the line at asking too much of me. When you go out with somebody who is a Michael Jackson impersonator, like for themselves, for fun.
Wait, are we talking about a chick?
Yeah, she was really into Michael Jackson. Like, it got weird.
Did you get her into the bedroom, make her come, and she went, hee hee? Just triggered you.
You know what I mean? You know,
oh my god, that happened. Dude, I am so sorry.
she was like, she told me, she's like, yeah, I was watching him dance one time, and she's like, I got all hot and bothered, and I was like, that is insane.
Wow,
I told my buddies, I'm competing with a dead guy, man. How do you do that?
What style? Which age of Michael Jackson are we talking?
90s.
Not 90s.
Yeah, like Super Bowl. That out. Yeah.
Damn, I was really hoping it would be like Thriller or Dirty Diane.
I think she would do all those ones.
Oh, but you only saw the 90s one.
But it was more of that vibe.
Wait, so okay, this girl dressing like that, did she do it just only in private, or was it like
she was a proud fan, and she would like record herself doing the dances and everything and post them.
Okay.
And I was like, and if you even mention the allegations, like I prepare for a battle. Oh. And I was like, listen, I like Michael as much as everybody, but if you gotta acknowledge there was a little bit of weirdness there.
Yeah.
She's like, nope, he's an angel, like he was the best. And I was like,
he was the best.
I said, you're asking too much of me.
All right. That's a good, you're asking too much of me.
Because my buddy's like, man, you were all excited. I was like,
Dude, you can stop twitching. You don't have to keep thinking about it.
yeah, you sit there just like, it's funny things I think about.
I think that it's funny thing. It's like really slightly traumatic things that we live through, and then we look back and we're like, I can make that funny.
Yeah, you're like, I would just tell people the story, and they're like, this is a joke, right? I say there is no joke to this at all. Like this is straight up. This is who I dated, and like my brother has yet to let me live it down. And he goes, "Did she call you Bubbles?" Like he would hit me with all that. I was like, "You bastard!" Like,
oh my gosh, did he call you Bubbles? Oh no.
And I'm just kind of like, I couldn't accept. I can't. I'll tell you what's weird. I can't do the pet names.
Pet names?
Yeah. Like the honey and all that stuff, deer.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
too weird for me.
No, I don't do that.
Yeah,
I think that's why like I can only stay with somebody for so long, because like I think that if I don't call them that, then they're like, oh, she's not interested in me.
Yeah,
And
I'm kind of just like, it's just weird to say.
Yeah, just call me by my fucking name.
Yeah. Yeah.
My first name, not my last name, unless you're mad at me.
Don't say full name. Like, don't say full name.
God, if somebody called me.
Don't say proper names. That's shorten it up.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I am very against pet names as well, to the point where me in my last relationship, we had to come up with like our own pet names for each other. And I was like, well, you're my favorite person, so I'm just going to call you Purse. And he's like, what, like the fucking accessory? And I was like, it works. He's like, all right.
That's what I'm kind of like. I'd rather come up with something that like is more comfortable between you and that person versus the standard whatever the people used to say.
I think that doesn't Segura and his wife, they have
Divorced.
jeans. Well, before they were divorced, it was jeans in your mama's house.
Jeans?
Yeah, they would call each other jeans. I think.
That's weird. I was like, where would they get jeans from?
I don't know. They want to be in each other's pants.
That can make sense.
That's true.
That whole situation's weird because I go on YouTube and YouTube goes either way.
Yeah.
Like YouTube, well, I listen to all the guys that listen to the other podcasts and then basically call everybody like fascists and everyone's a terrible person. And I'm just kind of like, I guess I could see where you're coming from when you put it out like that. Like,
it's a matter of perspective.
Yeah, I'm sitting there. I'm just like, I only listen a couple times, man. I don't look into it that deep.
Yeah.
But I was like, once they look into that deep, I'm like, no, what's real anymore? Everything's a conspiracy.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to kill time at work. Like I'm trying to drown out my boss.
Trying to put it down. Do you play it on like loudspeaker at all?
What?
Like any of your podcasts? I feel like it's frowned upon. And
No,
I'm polling people.
I always have to put headphones in.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't like hearing like on speaker because I'm always like, everybody's listening to what I'm listening to, and everybody's gonna judge what I'm listening to.
Oh, so you actively think about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think about that all the time, like too much. Like where it's like I'm afraid to like certain things because I'm like, maybe people that might not like that I like that.
So being in like the trades that I am, I don't like listening to like true crime detective things, but like I will put it on full blast so that way people will just like walk away. They're like, oh shit, she knows how we might try to kill her.
My true crime's watching body cam videos. Because like I follow the case from like when the detective shows up to I follow it all the way to see what they got. And like there's people like I'm like, this guy killed somebody. He only got like 12 years. I'm like, he was doing it with hate. Do you think that after 12 years he's going to be cool about that? You just took him to jail for 12 years. Yeah. If someone took 12 years off of me, I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah, I would be pissed too.
Yeah, so it's like I listen to some of those things. I'm like, that should have been a harder sentence, not just like, get out of here.
Bye.
Yeah,
have a good time.
Then I'm like, man, people do some dark shit to each other. And
yeah.
There's some just crazy. There's just crazy people out there.
Did you hear about the girl who killed her husband because he farted on her?
Depending on what the fart was, I could see her point. Because I'll tell you what, I went and did this show last night in Clarksville.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yeah, or no, Clarksburg, West Virginia. Mm-hmm. And they had $1 hot dogs. I was like, sweet.
Yeah.
And I was like, and this was the place when you looked in, you're like, I shouldn't eat this, but I'm like, I'm just going to do it because I trusted the host.
No.
I trusted the host on it. He goes, no man, they're good. Trust me, the best hot dogs you ever have. I asked the guy, I said, what's the best way to get my hot dog? And this guy who looked like Meth the person was standing there, and he goes, I get mine with chili, jalapenos, and onion. I'm like,
he just paused in between each of those.
Yeah.
Chilies, jalapenos, onion.
Yeah. And I was like, let's do that. And he goes, all right. And he's like over there. And it looks like he's like, oh man, he doesn't know what he's going to get. And he's just like all excited. Like I thought that's what he looked like to me. And then I was told otherwise. No, he was gritting his teeth, pissed off. So I'm thinking like this dude is definitely on meth. Like 100%.
God.
And I eat 2 hot dogs. I'm like, these are pretty good actually. Show goes on. I'm like, I'm going to get 2 more for the road. Screw it. 6:00 in the morning, and it was like a volcano.
Oh no!
Like I was like, oh god!
I knew
I am in deep pain.
As soon as you brought up like a sketchy hot dog, I was like, yep, that's why he wasn't feeling too good this morning.
I'm glad that like the wiring in this place is good, so that like if I heard a spark, it would have lit this entire house on fire. That's how bad it was. I was like, jeez.
Speaking of shitting your brains out, did you get the shitter bug at all this summer?
No.
No, I got it 3 times.
I stopped Taco Bell, and the minute I saw it, I was like, nope.
Yeah, I didn't even go to Taco Bell. It's just because of like I try to eat super healthy, but I have my own garden at a place. I normally like I'm munching from my own stuff. But whenever I went to try Aldi's stuff the first time,
Ooh.
and then get this, I was up in the air the next day whenever it hit me. So I'm up on scaffolding, I'm strapped in, and I'm supposed to be like helping to do some roofing and then going up super high. And at one point I look at my foreman at the time. I'm like, Seth, buddy, you're gonna have to take me down. I was like, I have to shit my brains out right now. He's like, okay. So we go down on the lift, and then I'm just panicking because I'm looking for, and I didn't think about this, but when you have the shitter bug and like you work in construction, where do you go in the city? So I see a porta john a couple clicks away, run there, and like unleashed hell. I didn't know what I thought I was gonna die in there, and it's also the summertime, so it's super hot. It's like 100.
That's the worst. A porta john in the heat, because it's already baked what's ever there.
Yeah, it's already, and then it's just smelling terrible. So like I'm just like holding on to my knees, rocking back and forth, and like
the sweat just.
At one point, I was just like, I need to text my boss. I don't think I'm gonna make it, but luckily it calmed down. But that was like a 20-minute in hell situation. And then the next day, whenever I came back, I was like, hey guys, I can't be flying up and down, because the rest of that day was me going up with them and then being like, hey, can you bring me back down? Because it would not stop.
I was listening to Trace Atkins was on Theo Vaughn's podcast, and he was talking about explosive diarrhea.
Oh.
It made me laugh so hard.
Yeah?
Because I was just like, the stuff he was describing was old man problems.
Uh-huh.
Because he's like, old man shitting your pants is way worse than young man shitting his pants. He's like, because you know better. And that's why you're mad at yourself, too, because you're like, I know better. I know what I needed to do to avoid this.
No, you don't.
I didn't.
You see, here's my thing about it, too. Because, like, me and my foreman were actually talking about it. Because, like, I got back on the lift, and, like, we went back up. I didn't have to text him, but it was still 15 minutes. He's like, you okay? And I was like, I'm just like, I think I might shit my pants today, dude. And he's like, oh, I'm not ashamed to say it. I've done it a couple of times in my adult life. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, he's like, I've shat my pants. We just were talking back and forth. I was like, so you're telling me, like, and I'm a new employee at the time. We're having this conversation. So I'm just like, oh, so you're perfectly fine with that? He's like, yeah. He's like, so if it happens, just let me know. And this is like a 45-year-old man that I'm talking.
It's just one of those, when you're out in the middle of nowhere and there's no bathroom, it's going to happen.
It's a bonding experience. It's religious. And then like one of the days, like, I got my period, so like I am shitting my brains out. I bet
bleeding. He couldn't identify with that.
Well, no, I told.
He's probably like, I got no training for that. No,
he just saw like I was sweating and there's just no energy left in me. Like I'm just like old Yeller at this point. Like there's not much left in me, boss. And like he looks at me, he's like, what's going on? And I was like, it's Shark Week, because we're yelling back and forth because we're laying hangers to do like this thing. And he's like, it's what? I'm like, riding the red ocean. He's like, I don't know what that is.
Oh boy.
And I'm like, riding the cotton pony, you know, like he's like, no, Alyssa. I'm like, and so like finally I shout it, and like as I shout it, there's a guy who's like walking down below, and I'm like, I'm on my period, Seth. He's like, well, could have just said that.
Yeah, you just hear that guy just walking by, just looks around, and goes, gross. I was like, you terrible guys, shut up.
Yeah, except for the guy going past didn't also know that I was shitting my brains out and on my period. It would have been even more disgusted.
That's a double whammy.
I wish I would have just yelled at him, like, yeah, I'm shitting my pants. I'm not exactly in the best mood.
I did this as a bit last night, but I was telling people, I was like, there is no training for when you shit your pants at work. Like, they give you all this training that, like, hey, if you come across like a like someone who's cut at work and bleeding, you know, don't touch. But there's nothing that says, hey, you had an accident. There's nothing. Because there's like, what do you tell the boss? Like, because you know he's going to tell everybody, hey, you had to leave. You know why? Shit his pants.
I wish that
story's going to go around. You might as well just be like, I admit defeat, not feeling well, I'm going home.
Yeah, or there could be like a training video and like the main person who's talking to you, it's like John Cena or somebody who's like, "Hey, did you shit your pants at work? Well, here's what you're gonna do."
I like. Did you ever hear like those wrestling stories? I can't remember who it was, but there was one of them when they slammed him. He goes, "I can't move." He goes, "Why?" He goes, "I shit my pants." And they're like, "Dude, like." We were in the middle of a ring, and they're like, "I know." He goes, "But like you slammed me, I wasn't feeling good." I was like, "Oh, that had to be." Especially them, like they're taking all kinds of
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, I mean, far be it from me from like I'm not a wrestler, but I do know that like if I move incorrectly some days in my 30s, I'm like, "Yep, nope,
Yeah, you gotta watch you gotta watch the farts sometimes. I
Yeah,
can't trust those.
You gotta no, you can't. Oh my god, let's just talk about this. Like for me, it turned from like a poop. You know, you could normally like figure that out. Like that was whatever.
Yeah,
Number one, and like a little fart. Number two, as you get older, like they become less of distant relatives and more like identical twins. Like you just can't tell, and I don't know who wants to risk it.
yep. Especially like you're out in public, like I'm just gonna hold it, and then they're like, "Why are you doubled over?" Don't worry about me, I'm fine.
It'll pass. It'll pass. It'll pass.
You're like, trust me, nobody wants this. Nobody wants this.
Dude, I just don't like.
Then you try to go off to be alone, and someone follows, and you're like,
because they're concerned.
you deserve whatever you walk into. I can't help you.
They're like, "Hey, buddy, are you okay? Like, are you depressed? You're gonna kill yourself?" Like, no, dude, I just need to figure out whether this is a shart or a fart.
Yep. And we're still up in the air about it, because then like sometimes you're like, oh boy, and then you go check, you're like, oh, thank God it wasn't. Like you're just
sigh of relief.
Yeah, COVID was the worst though, because like COVID was like you had every symptom, so like you hurt everything. On top of that, you can't trust yourself because like you're like, I don't know if this is. I don't know what this is gonna be.
You got this conspiracy disease, COVID. How was it?
It was I got it like, it wasn't December 2020.
Okay.
It was 21 December. Okay. And I got it, and I was like home for a week on the couch, like it was bad.
Dang.
I was like, I feel terrible.
Did you get like the not tasting food thing? I
don't know if it's just me, but food still kind of doesn't taste right. Okay. I know one guy that can't eat bread. He goes, every time he eats bread, he goes, I want to throw up. He goes, that's how yeah.
Oh.
But not made in a lab, just totally nature modified. Totally modified.
Totally. So wait, okay, so for you personally, were you able to like taste the flavors of food when you were on COVID?
Everything had a mucusy taste.
Ugh.
Like that's everything tastes like metal. Like it was a weird, like it just, everything had like
you were just eating out girls on a period.
You could tell textures were there, but everything felt like, yeah.
Ugh.
See, but I had like a lot of fluid like that built up here.
Okay.
Like it was kind of weird. Like I was just like, I feel like I have to cough something up, but I can't.
Oh.
And it was just like, and I was like, oh yeah, it probably was fluid in there, and I could have died. Who knows? This was fat me during COVID. Like,
oh man,
I was the #1 target, and I still survived.
You fucking survived. We're happy that you're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get it at all?
Okay, I think so. Because nothing's been right for me since like the fall of 2021. And even to like today, I feel really weird around this time. And I remember eating a piece of chicken that I had put a shit ton of salt on. And me and my ex-fiance had just broken up. He was over grabbing his things, and I was like, hey, did you want some of this chicken? He took a bite. He looks at me. He's like, he spat it back out. He's like, that's the saltiest shit. He's like, are you okay? I'm like, oh, I didn't know. So, yeah, I did. I think I got it for a little bit, but of course I didn't fucking tell anybody, like, because I wanted to still go to my job.
Yeah.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
I know a bunch of people did that. They're like, like, after a while, there was some people like, I just want to work.
Yeah.
Like, they just wanted to out of the house. They're like, I don't care if I have it. I just want to go to work.
Exactly. And then I had just come off of like working at the worst the worst place ever for me, fucking Chipotle, as a supervisor.
Ooh, I've worked at Chipotle. It was terrible.
Dude.
I just had to wash dishes, and I was like, this sucks.
Okay, so I was the manager who had to like monitor like everything, and like I would always end up doing dishes with my boy Quinn. All right, that was a bonding experience because the amount of dishes at Chipotle is fucking
insane. Like you
dehumanizing.
cannot, you can't keep up, and then people would be mad at you because they're like, I'm already cleaned up. Why is it taking you so? I'm like, do you see what's here? I've been going like nonstop.
Did you guys only have the 3 sinks?
Yeah.
Yeah, we only had the 3 sinks too. I'm like, get a fucking dishwasher, like an actual machine.
And on top of that, you didn't do your other things, which is cut cheese and all this stuff. And you're like,
dude,
how is anyone humanly possible supposed to get this done?
Well, I would feel bad for my workers, so eventually I just started saying like, just go home, I'll do it. But I would be there until 4:00 in the morning.
Yeah, I remember I quit and like I just told the manager, I was like, yeah, I'm not putting 2 weeks in. And he just like hung up on me.
Yeah.
I ended up and then he kept my check, but then this PA department like sent it back to me and like, hey, we have unclaimed money from you from this job. I was like, sweet.
Yeah, no, dude, I think I still have the shit in my fucking phone from this hellhole. Oh yeah.
Yeah, ridiculous.
That was one of the nights where I was like, all right, we got slammed. I think it was just like me and like the cashier that night.
Yeah, the worst is like when like a soccer team walks in. You're like, I hate every one of you.
Oh, I wouldn't be nice to them. I wouldn't be nice to them at all. I was just like, yeah, you can. Oh, yeah. And then occasionally I'd have one employee who would stay behind and like help me out. But like, I'm not letting everybody do that. Like,
yeah.
No.
Like it's one of those like it's stupid because like the whole concept of like corporate stores piss me off because it's like they never give you enough hours to do the job.
Nope.
But then they get mad like, oh, you guys didn't perform. Well, we're at a dead mall. What do you want us to do?
Well, your metrics are off because there's no fucking way. Also, like the door dashing and like the online ordering came out around COVID time too. And I remember walking in and opening up the store at 4:00, and by the time that we were open, we would have 100 orders on the thing, and they couldn't fix it.
Yeah, they don't understand that it's like, hey, you want us to do restaurant quality food with a staff of a fast food company. It doesn't work. You need to hire more people.
Yeah.
But then everything gets more expensive. So it's like we're at like a weird place where like everything sucks. I don't know how to fix it.
I don't think that we're going to fix it. I think it's going to go to shit. And it's going to go to shit for probably the rest of our lifetime. And then it'll get better.
That's why you can do everything. So you can be prepared during the apocalypse.
Exactly.
Heck
I'm going to be my own warlord.
Yeah. I was going to say, you're the priestess that leads the thousands of people.
Fuck no. I'm going to
I do everything.
No. I do everything is my tag and my banner. Like, just follow me. No, fuck no. I already have my plan planned out. I'm going to find my own land. I'm going to be like, what's her face? Carol from The Walking Dead.
Carol was a badass. Can't argue with that.
I would be like Carol from The Walking Dead.
We still couldn't figure out why. Like Daryl, I was like, all right, Daryl, I get it now. Because like he was kind of the badass. She's the badass.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, no, I'll help out for sure. But like, for the most part, like, don't expect a response from me, especially if I'm putting shit together and I'm helping, like, cook food or, like, put together, like, a fucking truck. Just leave me the fuck alone.
Talk about the show that went, like, I can't believe it's still going, like, in some form.
Is it?
Yeah. Like, they have spin-offs now, or, like, they have the Negan spin-off where it's, like, him and Maggie, which I'm like, why would they be together? Let's take two people that hate each other and make a show of it.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
I didn't know that it was still going.
The only thing I'm like kind of glad it's still going is so Jeffrey Dean Morgan has a job.
Yeah.
I like that dude. I'm like that guy should be in everything.
He should.
Yeah, I listened to a podcast he did, and I was like looking back on all the stuff he did. I was like, why is this guy not in more shit? Like he's like and then like I think I was texting that to Seth, and Seth goes, he's a knockoff Javier Bardem. And I was like, damn it, Seth, quit describing him accurately.
But also, he probably has morality and ethics because he does seem like a decent, like one of the more decent people in Hollywood. So probably like he doesn't put up with like the scumbag shit that like people say like, hey, if you do this rule and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. That's what I don't like about Hollywood now. Is like, especially with like the girl from Heroes dying.
Oh, Hayden Panettiere, rest in peace.
Yeah, there's more stories that are coming out. Like I seen Ruby Rose posted like what her mom was doing. But I'm like, wait a minute. The mom's also saying I didn't want her being with the guy that was abusive. That's what she could be mad at her about. Why is my mom being mean to me because I don't want to be with the guy that's abusive?
I don't know, dude. That whole thing with her coming out and like just have we heard if it was suicide or not?
No, they think they're still investigating it because they think it might be just an OD.
So that
because you're not suspecting like he did anything,
right?
And like I think I've seen an article where it's like her agency was like, we were trying to stage an intervention. Like everybody was like, we knew she was bad, we knew she was dealing with shit, but I'm like, when then you like hear the stories she was telling, like she got like 18, like she's led down to like go meet a rock star, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like
why weren't you protecting her?
Like I'm thinking, like why was no one like thinking like, hey now, like the dad or anything? You got her into this. You didn't know like, hey, or you knew this was happening. You're just like, well, I'm getting paid, so I'll sell my daughter for this. It sounds bad, but it seems like a lot of what parents do, and then they're all shocked when it happens.
Yeah.
You lost one kid, and then this happens.
I think that the parents overestimate like how strong the mental like load their kids are taking on whenever they get into those. They're overestimating how much they can take, and I think they're underestimating their knowledge on the industry. Because there have been times whenever I've been put in situations very similar to what not just Hayden, but like other people have talked about. Like I had a Purple Heart veteran who was like promising me essentially the world at one point in time. And like what I think I was 16. And then I thought it was cool, but he kept making like really weird jokes. And then he's just like, I really want to show you my cock. And I was just like, do I want to have an art studio and go on this art tour, or do I want to say no and not get any of that?
Yeah.
So he would send it to me. And like, it took me years to finally like come out and tell my mom about that, because like, I was like, I just need to just let him do his thing. Like he's not making any moves on me. And then I'll just get out of it whenever I get out of it.
That's crazy. Like I didn't think it like.
Oh, it happens all the fucking time.
It's just like, what? It's like, man, it's like that, nothing. Like you just do things to help people out.
And like
you know, like, just I don't get it. Like I don't like, don't use somebody for that stuff.
And I think that the parent thing about it too is like I went to my mom and told her about it, and my mom's a gangster because she there have been times whenever she's like, all right, suck it up, get through it. She's like, and then we'll screw them over. She would say stuff like that, but then there would be times whenever she wouldn't believe me about certain things. And I would have to be like, no, this is actually like, this is happening. Like two of my friends they decided to take a bunch of Vicodin and lay down on train tracks together, holding hands. Mm-hmm. They committed suicide. And so like the attorney general had to like get in contact with me about like the suicide, and like they were being bullied on this online forum that we were all a part of. And like, I told my mom, I was like, this just happened. And like, can we call an attorney or a lawyer? So she's like, I don't know, call the attorney general and figure it out for yourself. I was like, you don't believe me? She's like, I think that you're a big girl and you can handle it yourself. I'm like, dude, like, this is a big issue.
Yeah. I'm glad like I never like had anything like done or like worried about like anything happening to me. So it's like, I didn't know anybody like anything like that happened to, like, you know, like none of my friends, like if they did, no one ever said nothing. But I'm like, whew.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy what people go through. And I'm like nothing happened, like nothing got out, like, you know what I mean? Like some of the people, like the Harvey Weinstein stuff, it's like, you guys known about this for how long, and you guys still did movies with him.
Exactly.
Like it's like Brad Pitt put you against the wall.
But it's it's
so then
also,
you're looking at Brad Pitt, it's like, why did you not call the cops?
People don't believe whenever you tell them crazy shit like that. Like whenever I tell you, like, the stuff that I lived through during my high school years was actually like, I had to revisit it recently because my mom found my fucking diary at my parents' house. And like she like confronted me, and she was like, that I need you. She's like, I need you to know some things. And I'm like, okay. She's like, I found your diary. And she's like, I didn't know about, and I was like, oh fuck, man. Like, I was like, are you okay? She's like, yeah, but I was like, please don't. But yeah, you just kind of suck it up because you don't want to be embarrassed by you don't want your parents to feel like they couldn't protect you. Is also one of those things.
The downside, like, because it was always weird because it's like I grew up like super religious and stuff, and like they always had this thing where it's like if you were dating someone, like you guys cannot be alone together until you're married.
Yeah. Okay.
And I get it because the idea of it is that it's protecting both people. That way the girl couldn't say he did something, and then the guy couldn't say, like do something to her. Like it was kind of a protect. So it sounds old school as fuck, but then you're also kind of like, I get it.
It's logical.
Like it kind of makes
sense.
sense.
But also, sex is awesome. Like
right. And then it's also like yeah.
And also like, do you really want to go like until marriage, and then you're committed, and then you find out that you guys just aren't compatible in bed? Fuck, dude. I think that would be like one of my worst nightmares.
Yeah, cause imagine you're just like, no, I'm not. I'm good.
No. Yeah, no, I'd be like, okay, we're gonna have to split. We're gonna have to cut the cord. Sorry.
Yeah, or like, yeah, you just randomly get punched out of nowhere. You're like, well, what is that? Yeah, I didn't know I was into that either. You're like, that would have been nice to know, but now I'm locked in.
Yeah.
So now I have to like wear a sparring mask before I go to.
That's actually kind of hot. Like
Yeah.
I feel like that would be fun. It'd be like, we're actually wrestling.
Yeah, I'm actually taking I have multiple concussions. Like this is bad.
You walk into work with a black eye, and they're like, "What happened?"
And they're like, it's been a rough night. Like, did you get into a fight, man? It's
my wife turned into Michael Jackson, and but it was wrestling Michael Jackson.
Yeah, just ninja kick. Yeah, but it's like, so yeah, it's like kind of weird where it's like that happens, but then you're also like, I get it at that point because it is nice to have that like protection because that way no one can say like, oh yeah, you did something, and it's a protection for somebody else.
Right. Yeah, no, I see both sides of it too.
Yeah, and then my buddy has a daughter, and the stuff he tells her about, like, don't be this. Why? Because this is what will happen. Don't do this. He's like, I have to like warn her of everything because she's like goes on with blinders. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I don't know if like it's all kids doing that. He's like, what are you doing? Like, don't walk into the wall. Like, but he's like telling her, like, giving her warnings, like, don't hang out with like people that act like this because like that's when you get involved in bad stuff. Like.
They don't know what bad stuff is. So.
Yeah, so they don't like, and so he's like, sometimes he gets like super like in depth. I'm like, dude, like she doesn't even know about that. He's like, yeah, but that's what can happen. I'm like,
so you got to put it out of there. Yeah.
All right, like.
See, I know for a fact based on the way that because I was the kid that would like make like a fake body in the bed and sneak out the window and like. Do stuff like that. My dad was always the one who would have the window, like the light on in the living room, and he would stay up hoping that I would come home anytime that I snuck out. And it got to a point where like I found out because like my sister tried doing it. She got caught the fucking first time, by the way. But like we were staying up and waiting for her to come home because she got caught. And like I looked at him, I was like, you did this for me every time. He's like, absolutely, every single time. He's like, because I knew that you weren't going to listen to any of my advice. I also knew that, like, if you were going to get into some shit and you needed to call me, I would be right there. He's like, but you got to learn your own lessons. So he kind of just, like, let me do whatever I wanted to do with that.
Yeah, my dad, like, so my parents had five kids.
Is that why you're religious?
I'm the oops.
Oh, man.
So the first two were like my two older brothers kind of got to run wild because they didn't have kids. It's the first timer parents kind of. Yeah. And so like they would run tag team missions like where it's like, okay, you keep a lookout. And then they had each other's back, but they also got caught all the time because they were stupid.
Right.
Very stupid. Like they're like, oh, Dad's never going to know. Dad knew everything. Like he's just psychic. He knew that they were doing stuff before they knew they were doing
That's
stuff.
A good dad. That's a good dad.
And like my mom believed them because like she's like, no, they're precious. And he's like, you lived on a farm your entire life. Like I know who these boys are going to be. So then my sister and my other brother come along and they're like, they stuck together, but they were smart. They would still do the same things that my other brothers were doing, but they would just be smart about it.
And not get caught.
Like, yeah, we had people like, oh, yeah, he's here. I wasn't there. I was over somewhere else. Because it's like we had people like on standby to like, I was like, that's smart. I come along, they've already smart to everyone's move. I can't do nothing.
Yeah.
So I just had to be good.
Damn, dude.
So there's no, like, I was like, I had to be good all the time. So then it's like, as soon as you got loose.
Yeah, that's whenever you go.
Yeah, then it's like, I just say yes to everything. Let's go on an adventure.
Training wheels are off. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, and then there's times I'm like, how did I get here? Just from, sometimes you say yes too much, and you're like, at some point I should have said no. When was that no? Maybe no should have been not going out today.
Yeah. This is not a good day. It's a fucking terrible idea. I think I'm very fortunate that I got all that out in high school. Because, like, now it's just, like, I'm like, yeah, that's not fucking good idea, buddy. But I'm not going to, like, everybody do their own thing. Type of thing. You'll learn. That was
the weird part, was, like, learning all these lessons, like, later.
Yeah.
Because, like, you're like, oh, that's why we don't go to this bar. That's why we don't hang out with some people. Like,
but also, to your credit, like, a very, very, very Catholic family like that, like, my mom was my Sunday school teacher. So, like, I kind of get it, but I don't know how bad it was. But, like, when you're let loose, it's like I want to sin as much as I fucking can.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you do have like-minded people. Like, I hope that you had, like, friends who are also, like, on the same page of, like, I didn't get to do shit in high school, and now...
No,
you didn't.
I had a friend that, like, he did stuff, but just never told me. Oh. Because he's like, I just do it. He's like, I move silent. So he would just do whatever he wanted, and then they're always just like, yeah, do you. So, like, I never had the whole, like, nah, man.
Oh, no.
Don't do that. They were just like, well, I guess I see your point. So, like,
shit.
Yeah.
Dude. They all got it out in high school, too.
Yeah,
they
they did all their stuff. And I'm like, I found out all this after the fact. I'm like,
I thought we were partners in crime, bud.
Like,
damn.
You didn't call? And he's like, no. He's like, you would have killed the vibe. And I was like, thanks, bro. I appreciate it. He's like, well, I'm being a good guy now. I'm like, oh, thanks.
Oh, man.
It's like, just because I'm like, I lived out in the country, so very isolated. So, like, there's no evil, like, no bad influence coming in.
There's no evil.
There's no bad influences, all right?
There's no zombies, no nothing. It's just peace, love, and happiness.
Yeah, all the crime is just in Pittsburgh. We don't know where that is.
Okay.
That's far away. Yeah, now just down the street.
Yeah. Have you ever, so if you're from the country, like Mennonites, Amish, that type of thing?
Nah.
No?
I've seen them.
Yeah, mine were, so I went to high school, like, right beside them, for the most part. Like, the horse and buggy would stop the bus almost every single morning trying to get to the school. But recently I took an Uber ride to get to the train station to go back home. Mm-hmm. And so, like, Jerome, I'm not even making his name up. Bless up, Jerome. But he picked me up, and, like, we're shooting the shit, and, like, we get to the train station. He's like, all right, you have a good day. I'm going to pick up this next ride. And, like, he didn't match up until he looked up, and there's just, like, an American Gothic painting of, like, Amish people just staring at the fucking car. And he looks at me, he's like, hell no, that's not my ride. You have a wonderful day, sweetheart. He just fucking drove off. But, like, I'm looking, they're always at the train station. I don't know if have you taken the train from Pittsburgh? Mm-mm. It's a blessing. Let me just say that.
Yeah, I've never done that. I've thought about it, because I was like, it'd be kind of fun to take a train to New York or something.
It is.
I'm also like, New York's big and scary for me.
You've been there, though, right?
I went there once with, like, a group of people, and I kind of, like, they led the way.
Okay.
Because I'm like, I was just, like, amazed. Every building just looking up going, what is happening? Like, I'm one of those ones, I would stop in the sidewalk in New York and get run over by people.
Yeah.
Because I'd be, like, amazed the whole time and be like, what is this?
Yeah.
And they're like, we don't have time for your amazement at this monstrosity we built.
Dude, it actually is kind of, I feel like it's a rite of passage to go to New York by yourself and, like, wander around. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I just know I'll be stabbed. That's just gonna be. That would be my luck. I would
no.
I'd be that guy. Hey man, come down this alley. Yeah, sure. And then
Ironically, you'd have more of a risk of like getting stabbed in the city of brotherly love than you would in New York.
I've been to Philly.
Yeah? Did you
Yeah.
get stabbed?
No.
No.
It was weird. I guess there was a rally happening.
Oh.
We didn't know what it was for. Like we were like, what's happening here? And they're like, they're trying to get rid of the middle class. I'm like, that could go either way. I don't know who's what here.
That sounds like just like an every single day in Philly, actually. Like somebody's mad. They started like a whole little line.
Yeah. And it was like there was just like a big party out there. They're like waving things. I'm like, I can't tell if they're left or right because it was like red. See, that was a day when you couldn't tell what rallies were. Now we can. Either a sea of red or a sea of blue. I don't know.
I hate today.
Yeah.
I don't like today.
But I was like, I'm in Philly. I just want to see the Rocky statue. And it wasn't where it was in the movies. They moved it down lower. And I was like, all right, well, I'm already disappointed with Philly, so we can leave now.
Bye.
I was like, let's go get a cheesesteak. And we seen the line wrapped around the block. I was like,
bye.
I'll get one at the hotel. It's fine. I'm sure just eating a cheesesteak in Philly is enough.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it is. They're all like all over the place. It's kind of like whenever you go up to New York and you get like a New York style cheesecake. Every single place has cheesecake and they all taste the same.
Yeah.
I don't even think they care about the cheesecake anymore.
I'm one of those like with pizza and stuff. I'm like, it's very simple to make it.
Yeah.
Like, it's very hard. If you screwed this up, that's on you.
Although Chicago deep dish.
See, I'm not a big tomato guy.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm weird. I like the Beto's pizza.
Well,
or Beto's or whatever it's down here.
Yeah, we do have good pizza, but like if you go up there, it is like a mountain of cheese. It's not so much sauce, and you can get it whatever way whenever you're in Chicago. When you do an actual deep dish. My irritable bowel syndrome, though, I can't do cheese anymore, but I long for the day whenever like maybe that goes away and I can go back to Chicago and I can get me like an entire pie of deep dish. Oh my God.
Yeah, I used to like going. Like I used to go to Nashville, and when I would go to Nashville, I'd like always try to find like the local food spots because their food was always better than like going to like any chain restaurant you would see. Like they had one where it was weird. It was kind of like set up like how grandma's table was.
Yeah.
Where like your party sat down, then they would sit another party at the same table as you, and you all had to pass the food around.
Oh, that's cool.
So it was really cool, but it was also like kind of a smaller place, and like the food was like homemade. Like they'd bring out biscuits that were fucking huge, and I was like, "You're full on the first round," and they're like, "No, we got 3 more coming," and it's like all Southern type food, and you're like,
"Oh."
I was like, I can't remember what the name of the place was, but it's like I would love to go back.
Man, I can't tell you the last time I had like a good succotash or like Southern food.
Oh, and that was a random person I met when I went there.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was. I was at a bar. I was at this one bar, and this one dude was there. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm in town from college." He's like, "I'm meeting buddies from college." So then all of his college buddies all showed up. So I was like hanging with the whole group. I got pictures with them on my phone. Like we went down to Broadway and we're drinking Natty Lights. Like I was in college with them.
Oh my gosh.
And they're like, "Did you come to breakfast tomorrow, bro?" I was like, "Yes." He's like, "Tell me what your address is. I will pick you up tomorrow." I was like, "Sweet." And I gave him my address. He picked me up tomorrow. And we all went and got breakfast.
See, then you're not going to get stabbed in New York. You're going to make friends.
But I was the South. They were friendly with me.
Okay, New York is friendly. Just be like more sarcastic than what you would in the South.
Fair.
Like that's the main difference between the South and the North is just like they'll say "bless your heart" in order to say "fuck you." A New Yorker will just say "fuck you."
Fair. Fair.
Different strokes for different folks, baby.
Yeah, it's weird even just like growing up in the country out here. It's funny because like I'll say the country and Screeva's like, "Dude, you grew up the same distance from Pittsburgh that I was." It's like, you gotta understand, man. This was towards Morgantown. Like in between there, like you got some Bama territory. Mm-hmm. I knew a guy that lived in Greene County who talked like he. That's how he talked.
Yeah, we have those in Bulls Creek back home.
See, you just have names like that. You're gonna tell me that's not a country name?
Yeah, no.
I know it says PA.
That is Pennsyltucky bad, and that is like outback.
Yeah, I was like, I'm from the failed coal mine towns.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the town's dead. We don't know why they're still here, but they're here, and they drive 30 minutes to work, and they're like, "Screw it, I'm here. It's cheap."
There's a diner in town, but it's not looking too good.
Yeah,
but
we say it's a diner, But it's just the bar.
Yeah, it's just like a bar. Or there's like so in my hometown, there's like a really bad, the hot dogs are great, but it's called like In-Lo's. And the hot dog stand, it looks like a diner, but it's just for hot dogs. That is all that, and hot dogs in all different sizes. And I know that you're getting excited because we had just talked about hot dogs. Except for this morning, you've been betrayed by a hot dog, so I'm so sorry. But like, go to In-Lo's next time you want a hot dog, and that's in Duncansville, Pennsylvania.
Sheets didn't do me as dirty as that hot dog.
That surprises me because I worked there before.
Yeah, I love the chicken nuggets. The schnuggets.
The schnuggets are okay. I will say, like, whenever I work there, every morning, whenever I come in at around, like, so I get an order for 12 glizzies fully loaded from Sheets every single fucking day during the week. And
fully loaded? Like
fully loaded. Like the chili, the relish, the pickle, like all the stuff.
It's got to be midnight cruise.
12 of them. This is in the morning. And, like, it would be to go, and I would put it, like, out there for them to, like, come in and get it. And like my intention was to every time try to figure out who this person was, and I never did. Like I would have to go into the back and then just the bag gone every single time. I'm
like, I'd be in the security room like, roll that footage back, I need to see.
I couldn't get a hold of the footage because like I contacted Sheets. They're like, well, it's not a burglary because they technically paid for it. And I was like, fuck, well, I just want to know who the Glizzler is. They steal all these hot dogs, and like, where did they go? Because they continuously order them every fucking day at 6 o'clock. The Glizzler comes by and they're just gone. That guy's probiotic plan must be elite, is all I'm going to say. For you to have 12 glizzies
fully loaded
before lunch.
Ooh.
And you're reordering them, so they're going someplace. They're going places. Those glizzies are going places.
Either he's feeding the whole work crew.
That could be a thing. I didn't think about that.
It's either that, because I can't imagine a guy just sitting at home going, oh, with the Sheets hot dogs.
I don't know. There was a lot of weird people that I saw at Sheets, and I did the overnights too.
I don't know. I've went there. Never go there and like order drunk, because like I've went there and just been like, I want a breakfast sandwich, but I want to do weird shit.
No, I've done that. My Sheets knows me really fucking well because like, and then I have IBS. My alter ego, Shalissa, will just fuck me up. Like for the rest of the week, she'll put like cheese, boom boom sauce, extra pickles on a salad, but make sure that the salad doesn't have like just all the toppings, like chili, like chicken, steak, all this stuff. And I'll just find the receipt the next morning.
And it's just... It's almost like a CVS receipt
of
just what was on the salad.
And then I'm like, oh no, my stomach doesn't feel very good. I just shit for the next 4 days or whatever because I had cheese and I had like a bunch. And we're not just talking one cheese too. Like my alter ego self wants to like fuck me up for like, don't put us through this again. We're talking like every cheese on the menu. On a salad or on a sandwich.
I hate like when you get like, I've done that with like burritos where you're like, oh, all this sounds good. Then you get like one bite in and you're like, this was a terrible mistake.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
You're like, I don't even want to finish this. Like
Every
I'm
time.
so like, this was not. I hate when you order something and you're thinking it's gonna be good and then you eat it and you're like, this is disappointing.
It's disappointing, and also like you kind of hate yourself a little bit more. You're like, why did I let myself think that this was gonna be a good idea?
Yeah, Big Macs did that for me.
Oh no!
Because I'm like, you know what, a Big Mac does sound tasty. And then you eat one, you're like,
I feel like shit.
I went to bars where they made Big Macs of their own. It was way better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like when you. So we went to that place in West Virginia, and they had hamburger for $14, and I'm like, if your hamburger's $14, and we're in a bar that looks like this, is it just a big slab of like? Did you just slam the whole like pound of meat down?
Somebody just run over a cow, and now it's for dinner.
Yeah, like I've seen like there's a place like where they're like, hey, I want a hamburger. Like the burger's coming out like this thick.
Yeah.
And it's like the best burger you'll ever have, but good luck eating that. Like,
yeah.
Like there was one place they call it the like Mountain Man Burger. I think they're selling the restaurant, but this burger is like this big.
Yeah.
On a huge bun. My brother's like, the only way to eat that burger is on Texas toast. Because there's like, it's a little bit easier to maintain.
It.
It's the only thing that can like prop it up.
Because it's basically like 2 slices of cardboard to just hold up like all of that fat and stuff that's in there.
Yeah, the other one's just you're cutting a loaf of bread, the top off, and then smashing it onto the burger.
I like how you did that with like a samurai sword. Like, he's like, that's how I'm gonna slice my bread every single morning. Yeah, no, like you just, I always love it when you over-engineer food because you know it's gonna break down once you get to the center of it. Hell yeah.
Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, this is gonna be bad. We have to make the rest of this good.
This $14 burger. Well, how was it?
I didn't get it. I was like, I asked the guy, how big's the burger, and he walked away from me. So I was like, that means you know.
I mean, this is the same guy who gave you a really bad hot dog.
Yeah, he was probably just like, you ain't got the meth, and I'm like, just walked away.
Just gonna go tweak out.
Yeah, he's like, you know, money, no meth. All right, I'm good. We're at like an hour 15.
Are we?
Yeah.
Dude, I thought that we were only talking for like 30 minutes. Holy fuck.
Heck yeah, it goes fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to get people to talk, and other times it's like super easy. Cool. So it goes either way. Yeah. So how long do you want to do?
However, like, did you have any questions? I'm so sorry.
It's a hangout pod, so I was like, I don't have the interview stuff. It's always like, oh, I was like, I can't remember that stuff.
Gotcha.
The worst is like when you're talking to somebody, you have no idea anything about them, and then you're like, hey, do you like this? Like, actually, like, I had that Joe Long. He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does the Dawn and Deb. Well, he does like a cartoon. Well, here I was talking to the guy who made the cartoon. I was like, dude, that was awesome. And then he's like, yeah, I worked for Meat Canyon on YouTube. And I'm like, you mean the guy I send videos to, like buddies, and like say, dude, check how fucked up this cartoon is.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, yeah, I've worked with him. And I'm like, oh, cool. Do you play video games? Actually, I was a world champion at Super Smash Brothers on GameCube. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, I need to start researching.
Shit.
Yeah,
fucked up.
Yeah, I'm like, so like everybody, like, oh, you're pretending to be excited. No, that's genuine. Like, I didn't know that.
Like, I just disrespected the Smash Bro King. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like, because there were people like, hey, do you want to talk to this person? Yeah, like, cool. Do you know how famous that person is? It's like, I did not realize.
Did you know that like me and Joe Long go back a ways?
Really?
Yep.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Also, you know the Pittsburgh Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my barber.
Yeah, he just cut my hair recently.
Yeah, I need to go back.
Yeah, I mean, I always like seeing Dave. He's like, shout out Dave, best barber in the Berg. Because he was going to do the back of my head before I left for France. And then I was like, fuck, dude, I don't have any time. And he's like, well, you can check out these people when you're in France. When I was in France, there was no fucking way to find. I was in a tiny village, tiny village. There was nothing. There wasn't a grocery store. There wasn't a tobacco. There was no gas station in this fucking village. So there was no way for me to escape except for by a bike. And I got lost whenever I tried to escape. But yeah, Pittsburgh Dave, good people. Joe Long. We used to get along like really fucking well, and then he was living in the same place that I was living in the house on Mount Washington for a little bit there, and I did a couple of his music videos whenever he was doing music.
Oh yeah, he said he still like does like rap and stuff, and I was like, what?
Yeah,
like I had no idea. Like I first of all, I was just gonna talk to the cartoon guy. Mm-hmm. He's like, I'll just bring him with me. I was like, I was gonna ask him to do it, but like. If you're gonna just bring him along, that's great too. Like, yeah. Cool. Like,
yeah.
But then he's like, yeah, I've done all these videos. I'm like, cool. And I remember seeing the videos, but it's like, I don't realize what people do.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh yeah, that's the same guy. Oh.
Yeah, no, I did some of his like very first like music videos, and then I was going to school at the time, and I remember like just being overwhelmed by the amount of stuff, and also like. None of us really had any money at the time, so it just got to the point of like, do I continue with school or do I dedicate time to this thing that's for free? So it just got to this point. But if Joe is listening to this right now, I do still have the footage I found the footage for Hunter. It was one of the songs that he did. It was about Hunter S. Thompson, and we filmed it in like on Route 51 at the time.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys shoot him a DM. He's super cool.
Oh yeah. First couple of well, not the first acid trips were with him, but I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. But yeah, we had a lot of fun times with Joe.
Yeah, we talked. we were talking about comedy movies a lot.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, because like he's like at an age where it's like he would be the age if I was born correctly with my other brothers, like in the process, he would probably be like the same age. He'd be that age.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I referenced a lot of stuff that he knew, and the other guy's just like, yeah, we're the same age, and that went right over my head. I was like, my bad, dude.
Whoops.
Because I'll reference like old 80s shit, and they'll be like, no one knows what that is. And I was like, I grew up with brothers in their 40s. I don't know what to tell you.
No, they're dope.
It's weird because like you watch 80s stuff now, and you're like, it's so cheesy, and it's like also you're like, I grew up on this. I used to think the world was like that.
Yeah.
Because like, oh, these are old movies. Like, the world's probably a simple place. Nope.
Well, for a little bit of time, it was like the movies in the 80s for like a little bit. Like in the 90s, we did have like that intersectionality of like going to a place without fucking phones all over the place. And then you did do like the fun stuff with friends, and you went to like the football fields for like high school to watch the games, and also wear the boys jersey that you were hoping to like make out with behind the bleachers or whatever.
I didn't, but
nah, I mean I didn't either, but like I saw everybody else like that was their fantasy. It was like, oh my gosh, I got his jersey, I'm gonna wear it. I'm like, okay, cool. Whatever.
yeah.
I'm just gonna go smoke a bowl and then I'm gonna go check this shit out.
Yeah, I didn't get to do any of that stuff in high school.
I am so sorry.
I used to hang out with all the stoners too.
Yeah?
But I was like so like, you know, like cuz yeah, my parents had, my dad had like at the time he's an older guy, so he has to assert dominance. He has to scare the fuck out of you cuz you're like,
right.
This old man will kill me.
Mm-hmm.
And like the bad part is like as I got older, I was like, oh, now I could probably take the guy. Then I'd hear other people go, "Hey, you look pretty good for a man in the 70s." And I was like, "You know what? Still not going to fuck with this guy."
Not gonna do it.
Nope. Not going to take the chance.
I bet you could still like load a hay bale or something like that. It's too scary.
That's
Don't
one of those
risk it.
ones where I'm like, I still think he would hit you hard. Like, this man's in his 80s now. And I still think, like, his hands are like hammers and just fucking just drill you.
Oh, I know my dad would fuck something up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He might fall down afterwards, but if the punch connects, it's going to kill you.
Oh yeah. It's
Yeah.
gonna have like a clock like noise.
I remember one time he told a guy that this guy was bragging about all the self-defense stuff he took, and my dad's like, "Oh yeah, really?" My dad's like, I trained with Chuck Norris. And the guy's like, "Really?" He's like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "We're about the same age." He's like, I could actually like, if I wanted to, I could probably kick that hat off the top of your head. And the guy started backing up. My dad's like, "I'm just fucking with you."
But the threat was enough.
Oh yeah, the guy was just like, "You never know, man. You never know about people." Like he started backing it up. He's like, "Am I that tough?" Like,
yeah.
I was like,
God, you kind of are intimidating, man.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm taller than him, and I'm still like, he might hit me.
Dude, I'm taller than my dad, and I'm like, dude, don't fuck with him. And then also, my dad's a card shark. He would play with all the teachers, like one day of the week, and like I always knew whenever he did really good because all the teachers would be like pissing me off because they'd be like after me at certain things, like PE. I'd have to run extra laps, and I was
like, "You're mad because you lost, and you have to give me an A, don't you?"
No, just my dad was a card shark, and then my mom can drink. My dad used to like tell people that like she could outdrink them at the bars, and like he used to lay down money. He was like, "Oh no, she'll drink it faster than you." And my mom can like hurricane a beer the best of anybody in the entire world, and we've tested it. We're even now. Like I can suck down a beer just the same pace as her, but it's really funny to see us race each other because she would beat all the guys at the bar.
I found out I can drink fast depending on how nervous I am.
So if you're more nervous?
If I'm more nervous, like when I walk into a place and I'm anxious, that beer will disappear in 5 seconds. I've done it at Mario's. I've walked in where I had a goblet and they're like, "That's gone already." I'm like,
The goblets there, just the beer in the goblets, it looks so gay, by the way. It just really does. I'm sorry.
I know.
It does.
It just, I think it's funny just to drink something out of something that big. Like just.
Can you do that motion again?
Just like.
Like you're fondling some
That's
balls?
that's how you're holding the goblet, okay?
Like, something that big.
The best part, it lands up right with the minion. So just
Oh, man.
Yeah, but I'm like, like same thing with the big margarita. Like,
Yeah.
this glass is ridiculous. No one should be drinking anything out of this, but it's cool.
So because I'm in engineering, I like for there to be attachments to my drinks or like some sort of weird thing. So my thing was always a trash can.
Trash can.
Trash can is like a Long Island iced tea, but with all the worst stuff in the fucking world and a Red Bull on top. And like as you slurp down the drink, you would like pick up the Red Bull and it would fill back up. Because the can of the Red Bull is in the cup.
I feel like that's a drink that they served at Tiki Bar.
They probably do. I don't advise them. There were so many nights whenever I would go on I was in college and I remember I was just like, I'm just going to go on a bender for the fun of it. It was just trash cans. I think that I took myself back about 10 years after I came out of that. It felt like a coma.
Did you ever go to Tiki Bar?
On the South Side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember going there like when I first turned 21 and like the lights were on.
Uh-huh.
That's the worst.
That's the scary.
Never turn the lights on.
That's too scary. No, that's Sunday scaries.
I walked in the bathroom and there was puke in the sink from the night before, and I was like, God damn it! I was like, I'm not. I can't stay here.
Have you ever gone back since then?
I've been in there since, and I was like, man, this place probably would have been a lot of fun if I would have stayed.
And if you hadn't seen it with the lights on.
Yeah, because it's like when you see the monster, you're like,
the illusion's broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a Kava with the lights on. That's fucking terrifying.
Oh, I bet.
Oh God.
It probably looks like a World War, like a Vietnam movie.
I've never been in a war zone before, but yes, that is what it looks like.
Any club when you turn the lights on, it is like I remember Diesel.
Oh.
Diesel's rough.
Diesel was rough. Oh my gosh, what was the one where the girl like put like a bottle in her pussy?
Bar.
That was Sky Bar. Okay.
That was the bar on top of Diesel.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they had the pool that used to. I never was there when the pool opened. It was always like, because I'd always been in the fall or something.
Okay.
I remember like being along the railing one time and just one guy just up there just yelling at random homeless people. I was like, "You all right there, man?" He's like, "Yeah."
Showed him.
And I was like, and I just walked away.
This is a metaphor for hierarchies. What's up, dude?
Oh, when I would drink though, I became like a chameleon. I could just blend in with like the crowd.
Yeah.
I remember like waking up and I was like, I'm somewhere I should not be, but I was just like, "What's up, guys?" And everybody was just like, "What up?" And I was like, "Hey," I was like, "I'm just going to head and go to the bathroom real quick." And they're like, "Yeah, go ahead, man." I was like, "Yeah," and I just dipped out. And they lost it. Like it was just like because they were like, "What the fuck was this guy doing here?" Like,
no, that's how you play it off. And like there have been times where I've fallen asleep in like public places before because like I just needed a little nappy poo or something like that, or I just like woke up at a random person's house in a car or whatever. I'm just like, you just kind of like peel back one eyelid, take a look around, and then you go into the planning stage of how you're gonna get out of that situation. And then like when you're like 3, 2, 1, and you're just like, all right, guys, hey,
yeah, the only one I never get mean. The only time I ever kind of get mean or a little nasty, tequila.
Why is that all guys?
I don't know why. Just tequila for me because it's one of those.
Is it just silver or like anejo or
any type of tequila?
Ew.
Like it's one of those like either you're gonna get hey and I'm like dancing and fun, or if someone says the wrong thing and if I hear like somebody like
fight?
No, it's a whole like if I hear someone being aggressive with anybody in my group. Hey, buddy, what the fuck you do? Like, you start turning into the gangster mode, like the Tony Soprano. Like, the fuck you say to me? Like,
you could talk about my friends like that?
Yeah, you just grab somebody and just.
Who the fuck do you think you're talking to? Yeah, no, I see, but I know you as like the teddy bear that you are, and you take a lot of shit from the open micers whenever you go out. So like I don't see you getting aggressive, but I know it's within capacity of almost anybody.
Oh yeah, it's one of those like
especially under the influence of fucking tequila of all the things.
Yeah, and it's like I try not to get angry because when I get angry, I immediately say the worst thing I can think of, like. To happen to you.
Oh.
Where it's just like I will immediately go dark and I'm like, nope, don't get mad. Just chill.
Yeah,
I was in traffic and I was wishing death on all kinds of people. It was bad. I was like, you stupid or something? You don't know how to drive? Like, I hope this whole bridge collapses. I don't care. Like, everything sucks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
No.
like, that was not something to be that aggressive over. And I was
Nope.
like, this is how I get it all out. It all comes out here so I can be nice to everybody else.
Dude, I there have been a couple of times whenever I become like belligerent Alyssa, which is like I don't think I've been angry Alyssa whenever I've been drunk ever. At least I don't think so. It just definitely gives me the courage to like let the inner Robin Williams out all the fucking way. Especially if you give me a little bit of weed, which can't do it anymore. I'm good. But I do remember I did fuck somebody up at 3:00 in the morning in Chicago the one time because like I was just like I wasn't saying shit. I was just like hanging out, but like this person kept like talking shit, and like finally I was quiet almost the entire time. I didn't say a fucking word, but like finally like we're walking out of there and just shake my head no at my friend, and then I'm just like, you're going down. And I just like whammed him. And I don't know if you've seen these arms and like working in blue collar, but like if I hit you, you're going down.
Yeah.
So he went down and I just walked off. I was like, I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's sometimes I'm like, some people just need, like,
They need to get hit.
yeah. Like, I don't like snapping on anybody, but like, anytime someone puts their hands on me, I'm one of those like, listen, I'm not going to fight till you go sleep. I'm going to try and hurt you because I don't want you to touch me again.
Yeah.
So I'm told somebody, I was like, I don't want to get into a fight because it's like I'm the kind of guy where it's like, if it goes to the ground, I'm going to try and snap that guy's leg.
Yep.
And they're like, what do you mean? Like, that's crazy. Just fight him. Like, no, I'm here for survival here.
Yeah.
This is me. I don't want to be involved in this. I will do whatever it takes to get out. If you have to lose something, that's your fault.
Dude, we had like a fight club outside of like a bar in, I forget where we were, but it was like these two twins and it was my ex-fiance. And I remember like we were all like, let's just fight each other. And I was like, I'm fucking in. And they're like, you're a girl though. I'm like, no, it's okay. You can try to fucking. But I kept up with all of them. We were all just like punching each other in the middle of this parking lot. It was just insane to me, but it felt good because the guy was like, I feel like definitely all three of these people have done some shit where I'm like, I really just want to slap you right now. And now that like it's kind of like just fucking go for it. I'm like, oh, it's pound time. Like, let's fucking go. And they're like, I feel bad about hitting a girl. I'm like, don't be, brah.
I had a buddy where he watched a lot of UFC, so he'd always want to fight all the time. And I don't want to fight. Because I was like, man, I don't want to hit you because like, if I hit you, I'm going to hit you.
Yeah.
And so, like, I'd be sitting there, and one day I'm sitting there watching TV, waiting for him, like, to leave to go somewhere. And he comes out of nowhere and just Sparta kicks me. And he kicked me onto his mom's couch.
Oh, God.
His mom had to buy like 4 or 5 couches because like he would always do something, like he'd do a judo throw or something.
Dude.
And I'm like, I'm just chilling, man. I really wasn't doing anything. He's like, come on.
I didn't know
And
I
he's
was
like,
at rehearsal, dude.
yeah, and like there's no pad. So I'm just landing on carpet and hardwood floor. I'm like, the whole house shook. Like, what do you
Dude, have you ever, okay, so in the union hall at one of my last jobs, right, I get
Yeah.
this. So, like, we would have some psychos, obviously, because, like, we're welders, we're sniffing, like, basically the worst material you can, like, sniff. RIP 302. But, like, there was this one kid, and I remember, like, they said, like, don't give him any plastic tables or chairs. And, like, I didn't understand this at the time because, like, I just got put on night shift, essentially. So, like, I'm wandering around, and, like, I hear him start yelling and screaming. And, like, it's a big warehouse. And, like, at 10 o'clock, everybody's just yelling all over the place. It turns into hounds at night. But then I see him just shout, put him in a coffin. And then, like, he just launches onto a plastic table off of a big unit that he was welding onto. It just whip-ham. Like, there was nothing there. It's just the table. And, like, he dropped a good,
He was a
like,
Bills fan, wasn't he?
a good, like, 5 feet, dude, onto the table. It was just completely okay. Got back up and was like, whoa! And I was like, this is nuts.
I love watching, like, there's a guy I watch on Facebook sometimes, and he does like all the blue collar videos.
Okay.
I think it's called Good Enough Construction.
Okay.
And the stuff that he says to like the workers and stuff, like and like they'll say something, and they'll walk by and just hit him in the nuts, and it's like, it's stuff where it's like I can't explain to you why this is funny. You have to work in that environment and know why this is funny. Like he's like, yeah, look, we got a beer de leer, and he pulls like it was a champagne thing, or no, it was like a chandelier, but it had like all kinds of beer cans on it and loose wires. And as soon as he turns the lights on, it sparks.
Yes. We would make. I was making welding hoods out of plastic trash cans at one point. We just cut a slit out of the side of like one of those black bins that you just put the welder's glass on.
So it looks like a Darth helmet.
Yeah.
Like he's a welder.
It looks like the whole like one of those infantry like big old things on like Tatooine that like go across the desert.
Oh,
that's what it looks like. That's on my fucking head, and like you could cover it in all kinds of like cardboard, like Bush Light cardboard or whatever you were just drinking that day before you start welding with it. And like me and the homies were just like, all right, what do we do next? And I was like, I don't know, dude. I was like, we gotta put this shit together. Like there's so many times whenever I've just been like in this field, and I see a guy like who's basically my dad's like age, right? Going up a scissor lift, and like some kid who's around my age is just humping the shit out of him, and he's just like nonchalant about it, just like going up a scissor lift. They're not doing anything else, and I was just like,
I worked in a factory, and it was pretty crazy. Like the guys and stuff. But it's like my brother, like he used to work at the same factory. Then he got a different like job at a different place, and he was like, "Dude, all they do is draw dicks here."
oh yeah.
He's like, he goes, they went and like there was the bathroom. They had to get new stalls in there because there was so much graffiti drawn. And as soon as they went and like they went in there, repainted everything,
More
did
dicks.
that. He goes, I go in there. He goes, and I look, and someone drew a little tiny one and said, "Missed a spot." He goes, I laughed way. Like, he goes, I sat there for
That's so
20 minutes
good.
just laughing.
That's so good. Dude, we had like our bathroom, like the guy's bathroom I didn't know about because like I was like, there's no way I'm going in there at my last job. But like I remember them talking about how there was a fight club, and the idea was that so before management decided to like really step in and like have an actual power over people, apparently like if you had a problem with another welder, you just took them into what we call the dungeon, which is just like the storage room in the way back. Mind you, this is the same place that had to film Silence of the Lambs, the whole scene where she's in the hole. Yeah, that's the same building that we're in.
Nice.
Right? So the dungeon's all the way back there, and I guess you would just take that person back there that you were having a tiff with, you go fight back there until you were ready to come back out, and then you just left your shit back there. But like I had to go back there and clean it up, and like we're talking like all kinds of like weird shit like back there, and I was just like, yeah, this is so in the bathroom stalls though. One of the guys that wrote Fight Club will never die.
They should make a little like a red stain next to it just to be like, someone spilled blood here. You'll never get us.
It was so good. It was so good. And then the overhead cranes and just like learning how to like do all these things while also just like at one point in the wintertime, I remember like same dude who did the put him in the coffin decided that he was going to like drift a fork truck. Okay. And he did it. All right. And it's just all of us on night shift. Right. So we're bored out of our fucking minds. We're just putting poles into like a heat exchanger, but we had to take some shit out. He gets on the fork truck to like take the stuff back. As he comes back, and he had a cache on this fork truck, by the way. It's not so it had like a trash cache on it. So he starts spinning really fast. He gets to like some really quick intervals, and you just see the cache just launch across the yard, and it almost hits the next building. It was so funny.
I feel like we need more like comedies like that.
What?
There's never been like a blue collar comedy movie where you watch it and it's like, no, this is stuff that like guys would laugh at.
Yeah.
Like Super Troopers, I feel like was kind of the first.
Super Troopers. I mean, like Tires is good.
Tires is like pretty spot on.
Tires is pretty spot on.
Yeah, so
For
it's
real.
like you kind of wish that you would see more of that stuff, like with other jobs. Like,
why did I just do the baby thing?
Well, it's like because like, yeah, tires is crazy, but it's like, oh no, we need to see stuff where like dangerous shit's being done.
Yeah, the cowboy shit.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I want to see a construction crew, like the comedy that those guys would come up with.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, it's serious because like you're watching a full blown fight here. That's just they're handling shit the way they handle shit.
The best way that I can describe it is like they have to incorporate like my buddy Frank. I miss this man so much, but like we're talking about a guy who got into like 4 different cults and is like on his 5th. You would think after the first one that you'd be like, all right, okay, I'm done. No. Frank got loaded onto another one, and now he's gotten smarter, and now he's just like doing more research into them, blah, blah, blah. But I remember like meeting this man and like hearing him in the break room just say like, yeah, dude, so I pushed him down the stairs. That's like my favorite thing to do is to push people downstairs because I like the sound. I was like, brother. What?
I remember my brother said they used to work at Sony. Like they were like putting stereos together and stuff like that. And he was like working like a temp job. And he goes, they were talking about the movie Goodfellas. He goes, this one guy grabs his stuff, throws it down, and walks away. And he's like, what's this guy's problem? And the guy goes, yeah, I just hate when people bring that movie up. And he's like, why? He's like, because I was one of the guys that went to jail for that. Like he goes, I went to jail for shaving numbers off the football games. He's like, and my brother like dug it up and showed me a picture of the guy. Like, that's the guy I used to work with.
Oh my gosh.
He just didn't realize it, and the guy was just like, yeah, he goes, they offered us money to shave points off the game, so we did. Like, and I went to jail for it. He goes, and everybody wants to bring it up. He's like, I don't want to talk about jail.
No, jail is no. But like construction workers, a good comedy. Dude, if they did a good comedy about fucking welders, like, first of all, sign me up for one of the roles, okay? I am a fun time. I also put the guys in their place. Like, I have nicknames for all kinds of guys. Like, my favorite, though, is, like, a girl. We brought an 18-year-old girl onto our job site. Mm-hmm. All right? And she had already, like, I guess, slept with, like, a couple of the guys on the shift that I was on. So I was like, oh, fuck.
This is not going to go well.
It's not going to go well. But it got to the point where, like, she wasn't doing anything. She was just kind of, like, talking to all the guys, and, like, she got forced to be put with me on a couple of jobs. And at one point, like, I walked away and I was like, dude, she's the prime fucking reason for why I'm fucking pro-choice. And, like, he looked at me, he was like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah, no. And, like, I call her a little C-section because she's afraid of fucking labor all the goddamn time. And
that's funny because it goes both ways.
Yeah, my manager heard me say it too, and he was like, "What the fuck?" He started laughing, and he was like, "Okay, but you can't repeat that." I was like, "I'm gonna repeat it."
It's gonna get said eventually.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, my buddy told me a story. He goes, he used to work in the gas wells.
Okay.
He was working with this one guy, and the guy's bragging about this girl and whatever. And he goes, oh, I'm so in love. Like, we're engaged.
She firewatch?
He goes, this guy pulls up on the pad. He goes, dirty, like, super dirty guy. Like, doesn't wash his hands. Just gross. And he's talking about his girl. And he goes, oh, her? Yeah, I know her. And, like, he goes, to see the look on this man's face, like, just destroy. I was like, oh, God. Like, the guy was saying the most nastiest things he could think of. Guy ends up having to go talk to his girl, be like, hey, is this true? And she's like, yeah, it was a time in my life. And it messed him up so bad that he was just like, he couldn't go through with it. I was like, oh
man.
But he's like, you can't just destroy a man like that. He's like, you did that. He's like, that's just cold. He goes, even if you knew that was the girl, that was wrong for you to say that.
It was the time of my life. Dude, we have a joke because, like, there was a time whenever because, like, getting into blue collar, like, as a girl, you kind of have to try to, like, learn the ropes a little bit. And I remember one time, somebody told me in welding school, they were like, don't let them put you on fire watch. I was like, okay, why? They're like, because, like, that's where all the rumors start. And I'm like, okay. And they were like, hey, you're fire watch. And I'm like, I ain't doing Firewatch, Andy. And he's like, why aren't you doing it? I was like, because I don't know. That's where the rumors start, is what I was told. I said it verbatim, and he was like, no, it's fine. I'm like, okay. Firewatch is just whenever you look for fires. That's all that it is. Like, so if like something, if you're on top of a unit and you're welding or whatever, the sparks from your welds could hit like some sort of fuel source or gasoline.
Yeah, but you're also like, I'm just walking around.
Yeah. But you're also like with the person who could potentially cause the fires. And that's why like the rumors start in blue collar is like, oh, have you heard of Firewatch Farah? They're like, yeah, she's really nice. Like, that's my honey girl. Like, that's my baby boo. And then all the guys are like, wait, you know Farah? and then like they'll be like, yeah, I know Farah. They're like, she's my life. What do you mean, dude?
Oh no.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you hear that and it's like,
No, yeah, like you hear about people like passing like girls around on the thing, or you hear about the girl who has OnlyFans. Apparently, like people thought that like I was an OnlyFans model whenever I showed up for the longest time, and I was like, yeah, no, but I do have a Feet Finder account. They're like, what?
They're like, well, you just found something new. I have to go look up.
Yeah. I didn't give them the username though. I was like, you gotta figure that out for yourself. But then at one point, because I was just hanging out with these two guys, I guess there was a rumor that they were what is it? So I was hanging out with two guys, and they said that I was being Eiffel Towered by them.
Ooh.
I don't even know what that is. I haven't fucking looked it up, but
I had someone draw a graphic photo in high school and show me what that was.
Really? Should I look it up?
It's just DP. That's the easiest way to describe it.
Okay. But yeah, they were.
But you just formed the shape of an A.
Gotcha. Oh, all right. Now I get it. But yeah, no, I was not doing that. They were just my buddies. And so like months had gone by of us just hanging out together. The one buddy got fired, and so it was just like me and the other guy, and we were always just like talking. And then my manager was like, "Yeah, no, everybody thought that you were being Eiffel Tower," and I was like, "No, those are just my boys." They're like, yeah, but that could mean something else. I'm like, it really fucking doesn't. He's like, yeah, but it could. I'm like, no, there's no implication. There's just a lot of fucking drama. Like, they want to start rumors. Guys start rumors way worse than fucking women.
Especially on blue-collar jobs. Blue-collar jobs, it's like, why are you guys all acting like high school girls?
Because they want to fantasize about shit that isn't fucking there.
Yeah, they kind of want it. They kind of want it to be true.
Yeah.
And it's like, I was like, yeah, I feel like you just were thinking weird shit. And they're like, yeah, I kind of was.
Because they were trying to pass the time. Because as a union hall, you're bored or you're sad or most of the time
sometimes guys
would
just like to start drama just to watch it go.
Yeah, that's true.
Like my brother goes, there was a guy that at our job that he used to, every time they would tell a story, he would be like, oh yeah, I can outdo that. And he would like tell a wilder story.
Really?
So my brother goes, I would just make shit up just to see if he could. He goes, and every time he would top me.
Holy fuck.
I would make a story up. He goes, and he would just. I goes, I know it's a lie because it's a lie that I'm telling him, and he's embellishing the lie.
He's sending it back to me.
Yeah,
it's lie softball.
And he was just like, I can't outdo him because he goes, anything I could come up, he would come up with something 4 times wilder. The one time he broke the guy's brain because he goes, you're telling me that midnight. Because he goes, oh, yeah, we have to go on midnight shift before a holiday. He goes, what time does midnight start? He goes, 12 o'clock. He goes, but you're telling me as soon as I cross that bridge, midnight starts at 10 o'clock? Because you're saying I got to be here. I should be getting 2 hours holiday pay because midnight starts at midnight. So he's fucking with this guy. And the guy's like, no, midnight starts the moment you cross that bridge. He goes, you're telling me everywhere else in the world it's midnight at 12 o'clock, except when you cross that bridge. And the guy had to like stop and go, yes. He goes, I know he didn't fall for this. I know he didn't. He goes, yes, he fell for it.
Oh, man. He probably just fell for it because he was like, I can't think about this. My brain is
fried.
fried.
He's also just like, dude, I don't want to be here either. Like, I'm just do the job. Like,
yeah.
Sometimes it's fun to just be difficult for no reason.
Oh no, but except for whenever it came to like guys being difficult with me about like asking and re-asking and also using my fucking tools and walking away with my fucking tools so you can go measure something else with my fucking combo square. Put the fucking shit in the bag, walk the fuck away.
I always hated like when it's like, you go and change the thing. Like we had to go change like these big like barrels out and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the one guy just wouldn't do it. And I was like, motherfucker, I've had to change this 5 times this week. Why am I the only one changing this? Like, there's no way that your time. And they would just purposely like leave the machines low.
Oh, dude, they'll rage bait you like that too, because like they know you're getting frustrated by it, and they just want to see you.
Oh yeah, there was a
explode.
few times one time I blew up.
Yeah.
Like I was like, it was almost like somebody like the manager was like on standby, like in case I threw a punch, like. And I never get angry, and it's like I don't like being that angry because I get like it's all coming out raw.
Yeah.
And you don't know what I'm going to say. I'm going to say something horrible that I might not be able to walk back.
Yes. It might be like relationship ending, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I go hard. When I go hard, I go for the throat, and
Yeah.
it's like, ooh, don't do that.
Yeah, I've done that with my mom a couple of times. We had a rough relationship, but like I get like that too. And I remember at my last job. This is also kind of like one of those things where I'm like, you guys are way too fucking emotional for this, because like somebody had left a mess for me whenever I showed up to the job. And I remember looking at this, it's a giant unit, and like all of the holes that I had just tapped personally and cleaned and then serviced. And we did this thing, it's called free iron, is essentially like checking the metal for any sort of like pollutants that are happening inside of it. And like they had left the residue inside there overnight, and it caused rust. It's goopy. It essentially looks like cum whenever you're putting it onto there to like check it. So whenever it dries overnight, it just looks foul and disgusting. And I remember looking at this thing and I was like, they had all fucking day to clean this. I'm on second shift. I was like, they have all. I threw all kinds of shit. I was about to start screaming, but instead I was like, you know what? I know who fucking did this. So I took all the rags and I just like cleaned out all the holes, or didn't even clean out. I just like gave them like a wet round, you know, just like a bitch who's just been cummed on, just like a little swoop of it.
Yeah.
So like I got all the goop onto these rags, and like I looked at the one guy who didn't know what I was doing, and I was just like, where's this fucking locker? So I found his locker and I put all those rags in there, and I remember just thinking he's going to be pissed. And he was. I had never gotten rid of like all the cowboy shit that I performed and all the bullshit that I did. I even climbed into like a space that was like way too small at one point. I did not get written up. But apparently that dude was so fucking pissed that he had gotten all the managers like riled up. They're like, we need to find this person. They're a criminal. And so like they talked to the manager, who I said, where's his locker? And then they like pull me in the office. They're like, was it you? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, okay, so you can go apologize to him or you can get written up. And I wanted to take the write up so fucking bad, because I was like, are you fucking kidding me? He fucked up a job and made me clean it. You want me to apologize?
Yeah. They've done that to me. Yeah.
Dude, we had a good laugh about it though. Like as soon as I got out of that office, I like went over, because I love the dude. So like of course I went over to him. I'm like, hey bud, and he was like, oh you motherfucker, was it you? I was like, yeah. He's like, I was so fucking pissed. I'm like, clearly, dude, they wanted to write me up.
Yeah, there's a couple of times where it's like because it's like I would go and like they would do something to me. I was like, all right, that's cool. So I'd do it back, and then they would snap.
Yeah.
And then it's like the manager would be like, "Oh, what happened?" Because I was like, "All right, I'm going back at you." Because it's like, "All right, bud, go ahead, go for it." Because it's like, "What are you gonna do? Swing on me? You'll lose your job too."
Yeah.
And so the manager's like, "What happened?" I was like, "You know what happened because I've told you how this motherfucker acts, and you don't do a damn thing about it." And he's just like, "Yeah, you're right."
Dude, that was the exact same reaction that I got whenever I was like, dude, he didn't clean up his shit.
Because they do is managers do this psychological bullshit. You'll get emails, because I work in an office now, you get emails of telling you how to do this shit, where it's basically you're playing people against each other.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you have a good crew that likes to work together. Take one guy and make him, tell him just like, treat him like super special. Everyone will hate that guy, but then that guy will get to do whatever he wants. Like he can just hang out, do whatever.
Yep.
And you can't say nothing, because it's like if you guys don't do nothing, then everybody gets in trouble. It's weird. Yeah, they have a game, and it's like it's crazy. And if you're like the super good worker, they'll just abuse the shit out of you.
Yeah, no, I'm never going to be the good worker ever again. I learned that.
I have my buddy that like I've told him that every time, and he's still the go-getter, and he's just like he was telling me like, "Yeah, I'm not feeling well, man." He goes like, they asked me to go and take a job, and I said yeah. I was like, that's why they asked you, because they knew you were gonna say yes. That's why.
And if you said no, they would have like demeaned you until you fucking did it.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, I went super hard on him. I was like, dude, do you know if you died, they wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They wouldn't care. They'd be like, oh, they would have to deal with a lawsuit of you doing this versus them caring more about you dying. They don't give a fuck about you. I was like, but you're going to give everything to them. And he was just like, damn, man, you went harsh for no reason.
I really hope that changed his mind, though, because
like, this
do
is
not
out of love. This is out of love,
do
brother.
not give your fucking body to these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like, don't do the over labor. Don't do the overtime. Don't do like if you can get by without doing the fuck ass overtime, don't fucking do it.
Then again, I'm kind of like, if that's what's stopping them from going postal on people, you know what I mean? Like, if that's stopping you from not like going into a mall.
Go ahead and keep doing your thing, brother.
Go into the ground, brother.
Yeah.
keep going.
Dig deeper.
I think that's what it is. Is like you've seen less of it before because everybody was working all the time. Then everybody's like, we're getting screwed, so I'm not going to work as hard. Now they're just crazy.
Yeah, no, I feel like I am a hard worker, and like from all the jobs, like that is the one thing that they're like, oh, we'll give you a good reference. You're a hard worker. Like even at the jobs where I was like fired for some bullshit reason, they're like, let us know if you need a reference. I was like, cool beans. But it got to the point where I was like, I am not giving you everything, but I still always end up doing it. And it's not conscious. It's just like, ooh, I get to go do this, or like, this is a cool opportunity. I get to learn something. I get excited about that. And that needs to stop.
Yeah. The weirdest thing going from like blue collar to an office was like, hey, I'm going to take my lunch. They're like, why are you telling me? Go.
Yeah.
You can work through your lunch if you want to. I was like, seriously? They're like, yeah, you can go home a half hour early if you work through your lunch. I'm like, so I can just eat my food? Yes, you can eat your food and continue working, and you'll leave a half hour early. They're like, don't ask me again about it. And I was like, this is weird because, like, you know, you work in blue collar, they're timing every little thing.
Yep.
Where, like, in the office, they're like, yeah, hang out.
Yeah, no. And
come get coffee with us. And you're like, what?
I do kind of miss that at my other jobs. I'm not even going to lie. Even whenever I was a teacher, like, I remember thinking, like, okay, we're going to I would just say, like, the class, I was like, listen, we need to take a break. Like, it was a 3-hour class. We were like, we're taking a break. You can be back at, and I would just make up a time, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I just need to get away from you guys.
Or I'd call in and be like, hey, I'm so sorry I slept in. Like, I'm going to be late. They're like, that's fine. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, as long as it's not every day you're showing in at noon, we don't care. And they're like, we'll just make up the time. And I was like, I don't know how. I feel guilty. Like I was explaining, like I'm telling my parents about this, and they're like, you're gonna get fired. I'm like, no, I'm not. Like they don't.
I really don't think that I am.
I told them, I was like, yeah, I took a sick day. They're like, why? I was like, because I'm sick. And they're like, you took the whole day? Like, I was like, are you serious right now?
Oh my gosh. That was like one of the things too. Whenever I got into blue collar, I was like, damn, like the sick days, you need the doctor's note. You need to like make sure that
they're like
you have that planned out. Like even if you have to go to a doctor's visit, like you have to plan that out for like months, because like you don't even know if you have PTO for that, or like if anything. And I hate that. I'm like, dude, if like the industry had come up and just been a little bit more like lenient, we wouldn't be in this situation. Oh my God. And don't even get me started with the whole point system. Like if you're like, was it 7 points or whatever, but you'll hear stories of people who have 14 and are still fucking working there.
Yep.
I just don't.
Yeah, you're like, wait a minute, that guy's had more points than anyone else ever hired here, and he's still here.
Yeah.
What dirt do you have? He's the lazy favorite one. That's why.
Yeah.
Every time. It's always that guy who's always been like on the verge of getting fired. But look at him.
Yeah, he's got 3 baby mamas. He's got mouths to feed, and we feel bad if we actually did fire him.
Look at him. He's got flames on his truck.
Or they do. Or oh my God, yeah. Or Ghost Rider is on the truck. Some awful like rap job. Oh my God.
There was a guy I know. I gotta be careful because it's like you're not allowed to say names anymore because people are like, man. I'm like, no, this guy would do all kinds of like redneck wild shit.
Okay.
But like it would work just long. They were almost like time bombs. where it's like he rigged it up just enough so that it broke when he left.
That's beautiful.
Like right as he's out the door in the truck on the way home, boom, that's when it would break, and you'd be like,
Did you have a fishing line on him? Is this a Rube Goldberg machine?
like this is the kind of stuff this guy would do, and he'd just be like, huh, that's and it'd play dumb, like, huh, how did it do that? I'm like,
You gotta spend another day fixing that shit. Oh my gosh.
like the one time my brother was like, I need a break. He's like, I can break that machine real quick, and he's like, I ain't gonna say nothing. He's just like, will do. And he goes, he'd come in and be like, only one machine, huh? He's like, yeah, I don't know what happened. He'd purposely find a way to break the machine. Be like, oh yeah, I guess we have to run one now.
Oh, dude, we would do stuff like that too. Oh my gosh, like we had a crane guy. Oh my gosh, crane runner Rob, if you're still at this fucking place. But like, I remember like this guy was fast, and we're talking like one of the best crane people I've ever seen in my goddamn life. Like whenever it was going across, it wouldn't fucking bounce at all. Like that precise. You can just watch it and feel it with the controls. But I remember like there would be times whenever he'd just walk over like, hey, you guys ready? And they'd be like, hey, we need your help with rigging. He's like, shut down. And he'd just run away to the other side of the shop. He was just that busy with orders. And then he would just shut down jobs. He's like, hey, so we don't have the parts for this. And like, I've been told they're over there in one of those bays. He's like, but I can't find it. So job shut down. And like another person would come in the next shift. Be like, yeah, it was just sitting over here. He's like, Rob shut it down. They're like, oh, well, then Rob must have had a good reason.
That's I was trying to think what to say. Crap. I had a thought and I lost it.
Oh, you're fine.
That's how it goes.
We've been going for a long time.
Yeah. 2 hours.
Okay.
I already jumped to 2 hours. Dang. I hope I'm still recording on the phone. If not, it's going to be audio only from here.
Man, I do have to pee.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, say if you want to tell people where they can find you at.
All right, so you can find me at Profess Oral on the Dick Talks. You can find me at on Instagram at Alyssa Maurer Photo. I do all kinds of different stuff on there. And then if you want to be friends on Facebook, we could probably be friends, but I think that's all of them.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
And she does everything.
Yeah, I do everything. You got to check I Got a Talent.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.